don't have any friends, don't have any family.
Well, he lives in a carnival, so he has no friends. His dad just died.
Yeah.
So he's got no family.
But that's it, there's a
His mum
flashback.
ran away because he can't pull a wheelie.
Every time he says it, there's a flashback in it, and it's like, "You don't have no friends," and it just shows him. And it's like, oh, so he's got no friends then. And then it's like, no family. His dad, like you say, just died. And then it's like, you'll have no girlfriends. Well, don't worry about that. I just left her over the tree in the rain. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Six and Below. This week, we're on a journey around Texas with this big fella, Ghost Rider. I'm Eric. This is Darren.
Welcome into Six and Below Movie Podcast.
Cue the intro. So this is our first Nick Cage one, isn't it?
I don't know if I've got any others on the list either.
Have we not? Surely we've got some Nick Cage.
There's got to be, though, hasn't there?
I mean, I was surprised because when you think back of Nick Cage overacting,
Yeah.
other than The Wicker Man, which I think we might have that on there.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, you think of like Con Air and Face Off and stuff like that, but they're all above a 6.
They are. Gone in 60 Seconds. That's on our list.
Yeah, that's because of Rotten Tomatoes, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very borderline. I think it's like 6.1 or 6.2 on IMDb, but on Rotten Tomatoes, it's like 30%.
I don't know how. I think that's a good film.
I think it's quite a good one, to be honest.
Yeah. I always enjoyed Gone in 60 Seconds. I think they masturbate over that car a bit too much. Eleanor.
Yeah. And what's with Angelina Jolie with her dreadlocks?
Yeah, that's a bit over the top. I didn't know what was more unbelievable, Angelina Jolie with dreadlocks or the fact that she was in a relationship with Nick Cage.
And the state of his hair.
Yes.
Again, in this.
Is he Gone in 60 Seconds? Is he like balding a bit? Because in this, he's got kind of like guy from Dumb and Dumber kind of haircut.
This is a wig, you know.
Is this a wig?
Yeah, it's a toupee he's got on. It took them, get this, it took them 3 hours every single morning to put his hair on.
Now you mention it, because he is balding in a lot of his films, even in the 90s, and obviously this is what, 2007, is it?
Yeah, look at Face Off, it's got like a nest.
That's what I mean. Like even in The Rock as well, he's balding, even against Sean Connery as well. He's kind of...
So I don't know if it's his choice doing it, or is it the director saying, right, we need some hair?
But in this, I think it's just because of the fringe they've given him with the wig. It just makes him look simple, like from Dumb and Dumber.
No. It's not the hair that makes him simple. It's Nicolas Cage being the real life Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, he's like the little engine that could, isn't he? Of actors. He don't give up. Nothing's gonna take this fucker down.
I mean, didn't we check the IMDb how many films he's done?
I think he's done over 100.
It was like 116 or something, wasn't it?
Like since the 80s, since like mid 80s, he's just
crazy.
In what? So what's that? In about 30 years, he's done over 100 films.
That's crazy. That.
Yeah.
He's got to be in the records. Is there anybody else that's done more than him?
I'm not sure. There must be someone. I wonder who is the most like prolific filmmaker. Can you Google it and see if you can find it? Because that'd be quite interesting. Because there must be someone out there who's made more films, like movies, like full feature-length movies. He's got to be up there though, because he's done a lot. Because I know he had his money troubles, didn't he? Where he overspent on like everything.
Yeah.
I think he was pretty much bankrupt at one point. Because didn't he have like 12 homes all over the world and
didn't he buy
stupid purchases?
Yeah, he bought a T-Rex skull, didn't he?
Oh shit!
It was meant to be a legitimate one, but I don't think it was.
Yeah, because there's not many of them in the world. Like you think dinosaur bones are fucking everywhere, but they're not.
No,
and I mean, you've got to have some fucking stupid money to throw around if you can just go out and buy what you think is a T-Rex skull.
Yep. In the meantime, whilst I'm doing this, I'll just do the clip quiz.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I got your package. Those pink coconut things have made me quite popular. Had a guy just the other day, Baby-O. He sure does love them.
Oh, Baby-O.
With the southern drawl. Jesus. I know this film. Christ.
Okay. How can people contact us if they want to let us know?
So, if you think you know what that film was that stars Nicolas Cage, like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment if you're on YouTube below. You can also contact us on sixandbelowpodcast@gmail.com. Should all come up at the bottom here. And then if you're on Spotify, we would appreciate a 5-star review. And whatever you do on and Apple Podcasts. We're on there now, but I'm not sure what their rating system is. So whatever you're listening to this on, if you can leave a review or a rating of any sort, please leave us a good one, and please leave us one. That'd be amazing.
The top 25 actors
who've
done the most movies.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do them all.
I was going to say you're not going to sit here naming them all, are you? Because this is going to be a long podcast.
Yeah. Number 25, Clint Eastwood. How many films?
He's done he's number 25.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know where to start. Got to be a lot. 70?
82.
80. How old is that? How old is he though? Because he's like 90 odd, isn't he? And I know in his later years he's got into directing quite a lot, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's done a lot. He's done a lot.
Is that just him in films acting?
Yeah.
Not films he's made or anything? Because I know he's done a lot of directing as well.
Pure acting role.
Okay. So how many was it? 80?
Yeah.
We'll start at 80 at 25.
Oh, God. I'm going back now.
Sorry. So number 25 on the list is Clint Eastwood.
82.
And he's done 82 films. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Okay. At number 22, Anthony Hopkins. How many do you think he's done? 20.
We've got to be nearing 100. I'm going to say 100.
One off. 99.
99 films. Yeah. Anthony Hopkins.
He is.
Hannibal Lecter himself.
Just skipping through a few more. Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. I didn't realise he'd done that many films. 1,700 and 110.
147.
147. Jesus Christ. So Nick Cage is nowhere near any of these. Well, is Nick Cage on the list?
I don't know, actually. I've not checked.
Well, he should be between Anthony Hopkins and this guy, whoever that was, Michael Caine.
Donald Sutherland.
Yeah.
Do you know who he is?
I know who Donald Sutherland is, yeah.
I don't.
Kiefer Sutherland's dad.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, surname kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Number 15.
Oh, so 160.
156.
156.
You're not bad, mate. You're not doing bad here. Best Flowers.
Best Flowers?
Yep. Number 14.
I thought you had completely gone off topic then, and you were talking about the Best Flowers.
Bess. Bess.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, she's from like 1920s.
So, what number is she on the list?
14.
14, so 166.
Fucking hell, you got a mirror?
No.
Every single one that you've been doing, mate, is like one off.
Oh, right.
165.
Jesus,
mate, you're doing good. You're doing good. Samuel L. Jackson.
Fuck, what number is he?
Number 12.
Number 12, Jesus.
Good little game, this.
182.
174.
174. How funny would it be if he was 187?
Yeah, it would actually. Great film. Great
film.
One thing, though, with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
One of his first roles was, I think he was in Grease.
Was it?
Yeah, he was in Grease in the background as like an extra holding something up.
I know, like he was kind of a struggling actor for years. I think he only got his first breakout role when he was like 50 or something.
Yeah, well, Goodfellas is in that.
Is he?
Yeah. When they do all the heists and they kill everybody.
Yeah.
And he's the bin man guy or whatever. He's one of the guys in the crew who gets thrown into the bin when he gets killed.
Getting hell, he isn't everything, isn't he?
Yeah. Okay. Let's skip forward a little bit more. Jackie Chan. Number 10.
Jackie Chan has done more. Holy shit. Some of these names I'm surprised at. Jackie Chan. 187. 187. Well, I'll give him Samuel's number.
190.
190.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Don't forget he was massive at one point in China, wasn't it, when he was younger?
Oh, I suppose, yeah. He did a lot of films over there, didn't
he? Richard Ryanell. That guy. I don't recognise him.
Oh, shit. He's in Office Space, isn't he? That's what that screenshot's taken from. You just showed me. 200.
209.
209. Right, we're in the 200s now.
209, but I've never seen him in like a leading role or anything.
No, he's more of a character actor, isn't he? Like kind of supporting actor.
Christopher Lee.
Jesus.
Back in the day.
He's old now, isn't he? Is he still alive?
The original Frankenstein Dracula, wasn't it?
So 230.
211.
211.
Yeah.
So not much.
Quite surprising, actually. Number 5. Danny Trejo.
Really?
Mm.
Oh, he's got an interesting backstory, and wasn't he like a gang member? Wasn't he like an actual legitimate, like in prison kind of gang member?
You're just being racist.
No, I'm pretty sure he was, and he got into films as like a background actor, as like an extra, and then I think he eventually became like a full-on actor. But I'm pretty sure he was originally in gangs and stuff.
Might be when he was a kid or something.
Yeah.
I mean, if you grew up in them type of hoods and that.
Yeah. I mean, you only got to
Like
look at
Mexico.
it. So, wow, he doesn't mess about, does he? A lot of films. 220.
215.
215.
Yep. Number
Right.
4, Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
I was quite surprised about
Danny Glover.
Yeah.
I only know him from like 3 films, and all of them are Lethal Weapon.
that. Yeah. Same.
Well, 4.
He plays the dad, doesn't he, in quite a few films.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Shit, what's he? Yeah. Oh, Predator 2 as well. He's in that, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Royal Tenenbaums.
Yep.
What else? Yeah. Anyway, what were we up to? 230?
219.
219. So we're not
Yeah.
made 220 yet.
Nope.
Get a bit ahead there. I went full on dentist in 230.
Okay. Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts, Julia Roberts' brother.
Is it?
Pretty sure. Brother or cousin or something. I know they're related in some way.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't know
He's at number 1.
he's at number 1. Number 1, Eric Roberts.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Number 2, by the way, right, is Gertrude Astor.
Who?
Gertrude Astor from like 1920s and stuff.
Yeah.
She's done 276 at number 2.
276
Yeah.
and number 2.
Give you a bit of a ballpark figure then.
290.
290? Close.
Go on.
455.
Fuck off. He's been in 455 films.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
455.
I'm just having a look at him now. Do you know who Emma Roberts is?
No.
No. Do you know We're the Millers? You ever seen that film with Jennifer
Yeah.
Aniston? The young girl in that.
Yeah.
That's Emma Roberts. That's his daughter.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know that.
But I think, let me just check, because I'm pretty sure he is siblings, yeah, Julia Roberts. So it's Julia Roberts' brother.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right then. Enough about our little side chats.
Well, speaking of like nepotism and shit like that, Nicolas Cage, he's a Coppola in real life. So we think his uncle's Francis Ford Coppola, who directed like Apocalypse Now and other films.
Really big in Hollywood, isn't it?
Yes.
Family.
Yes, massive family in there. My mind went completely blank then. All I could think of was Apocalypse Now. But Godfather.
Yeah.
Directed The Godfathers. Yeah. So massive name in the directing scene. But his name is actually Nicholas Coppola, not Cage. And I think he took his Cage from, is he like Johnny Cage?
From Mortal Kombat.
Cage. He took his surname.
Yeah, from Mortal Kombat. The
Was
comic
it?
books.
Yeah. Hold on. We didn't kind of, did we get a number for Nicolas Cage and how many films he's done? Was he on that list?
No, he wasn't on the list.
Was he not?
No, do you want to check while I do the vitals?
He's got to be fucking up there. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Okay. Released in 2007. Runtime, 1 hour 50. IMDb rating, 5.3. Metacritic, 35.
35.
Amazon star rating, 4.5.
Of course.
Of course. Everything is 4.5, isn't it? As we found out last week.
So acting credits on IMDb, Nick Cage, that's 121.
Still a lot.
Yeah. Nowhere near Eric Roberts, like, but fuck me. There's us thinking, he's got to be near number 1. 400 odd. That's not been broken in a while. 455.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy amount.
So yeah, Amazon ratings, Jesus.
Rotten Tomatoes,
Yeah, go on.
27 critics, audience, 48.
That's, I don't know. I'd say that was about right, actually.
I
Imagine
would.
the
I would, to be fair.
critics probably hated the shit out of it. Well, they did.
Yeah. Cage in it.
Yeah.
Box office,
Yeah, go on.
110 million budget.
Yeah.
What do you think it made in the box office?
I'm gonna say it made a profit because there was a second one.
Yep.
I'm gonna say healthy profit 170.
$228.
228.
Yeah, so it
Oh.
done really well. Made its money.
4 Marvels, wasn't it? And it was. I do remember this at the time being quite hyped up.
Mm.
And I think I read that it was Nicolas Cage kind of that inflated the price quite a bit. That
Yeah.
inflated the cost of it.
Big at the time, wasn't it?
He was. And he really wanted to do it.
I believe so. He's quite a big fan of the Ghost Rider, isn't he?
Well, comics as a whole, I think. He's got a kid called Kal-El, hasn't he?
Yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Fucking bellend.
Other top grossing films of 2007. Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah.
960 million.
Fucking hell.
Number 2,
Not bad for a film that was based on a ride.
true. True. Number 2, what do you think it is?
Number 2, 2007. I can't remember what came out in 2007.
Emma Watson.
Emma Watson. Emma Watson. Don't know.
Harry Potter.
Oh, shit.
If it said Daniel Radcliffe, you would have got that straight away.
When you said Emma Watson, I was thinking a completely different actress. I think I was thinking of Emily Watson.
It's Emma Watson, isn't it?
It is Emma Watson,
good.
yeah.
You had me for a second. I was like, did I get it wrong?
No, it is Emma Watson, yeah. I think.
Order
Now
and the Phoenix.
Eh?
Order of the Phoenix.
Now you mention it, I'm thinking, is it Emma Watson? Surely it's Emma Watson.
938 million. Number
Yeah, it
3.
is Emma Watson. It is Emma
Yeah.
Watson.
Number 3
Yeah, go on.
is starring Tobey Maguire.
Spider-Man.
Which one?
3.
Yeah. 894 million.
That is a shit film.
It is. It really
That's
is.
the one with Topher Grace in it, where you've got him as God, what's that guy called? Venom. The one with Venom in it.
I can't remember which one it is. off my
Topher
head.
Grace, the guy from That 70s Show.
Yeah.
So he near the end, it's because it's got 2 villains in it. It's got Sandman,
Yeah.
and then it's also got him who's playing villain, and it's
Yeah, that's right.
they're just fucking terrible. 'Cause that's the one where Tobey Maguire walks down the street and he's got his hair slicked back like he's supposed to be bad, and he's like, "Dum, dum."
It is a bad one.
Yeah.
It really is. I don't know why people rate Tobey Maguire as the best Spider-Man.
No.
No. Who do you think?
First film. Don't get me wrong, like when the first film came out, it was fucking massive.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
And I did enjoy him at the time, but I had nothing else to base him on. But since then, it's got, I don't know, for me, it's got to be Tom Holland randomly.
Yeah.
I didn't rate Andrew Garfield, really.
Tom Holland,
Yes.
Andrew Garfield,
Yes.
and then Tobey Maguire's last.
Yes. Yeah.
The Amazing Spider-Man was better than the Spider-Man.
It was. And I don't think he was given much of a chance. I think that should have got a third film.
Yeah, I think that as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, this movie was ranked in 2007 at number 24.
Not bad. Not bad.
pretty high.
It made the list.
Yep.
At least.
It beat the following films
Yeah, go on.
in box office gross.
Go on.
Blades of Glory, Superbad, and No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, I suppose they're not really that well-known films at the time. Like Superbad, and I think that was more after it got home released that it got a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Because I know you shouldn't do this, but the first time I seen Superbad was on, like, someone gave me a copy of it illegally.
Was it the Chinese guys used to turn up to work?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I remember that. I used to work on a building site. We used to get 2 Chinese guys coming,
Yeah,
and they
we-
would have like knockoffs in the bag. Do you want to let us know who it's directed, written, and who it stars?
Yeah, so it's actually directed by a guy called, directed and written by a guy called Mark Steven Johnson.
All right.
Now, director-wise, I couldn't really see much that I recognised, but he's not really done anything that's like kind of gone over a 6.2 at the highest. And that was a film called Finding Steve McQueen. The only thing notable that I could kind of see that he had a hand in directing was Daredevil, which he did the year before this. Well, not the year before this, but before this. Daredevil, the one with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, terrible.
So he kind of went from directing Daredevil in 2003 to directing this, so another comic book movie. And someone thought, you know what, I think this guy deserves a second chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd maybe just like learn from the first one. But he did the screenplay for Daredevil as well as directing it, so a similar story to this. He also did he did the screenplay for Jack Frost, Grumpy Old Men back in 1993. Did this he wrote that. And then the other one which surprised me was Christopher Robin. I think that was the one with from 2018 with what's that guy called? Guy who played
Hugh McGregor.
Yeah, Hugh McGregor. Yeah.
What did you think about
that? It was all right. Can't really remember it, to be honest. I know it's him. I know it's Christopher Robin grown up in it. What did you say?
I went to pictures to see it.
Did you? Did he have you in tears?
I can't remember. I thought it was all right.
The other one he had a hand in as well is that Elektra, but it's down as motion picture characters. That was kind of the spin-off to Daredevil one, it with that bird in it, the one who married Affleck in the end. What's her name? Jennifer Garner.
Did they marry each other?
Yeah. They were married for ages. They had kids and everything. And they got divorced quite a few years back. So this film stars the big man himself, Nicolas Cage, the guy of many movies, and the likes of Con Air and other things.
Yeah.
What's your favourite Nick Cage film? Everyone's got to have one.
I think Con Air.
Yeah, I'd say mine's between Con Air, Face Off, and The Rock.
Face Off. At the time when it came out when I was younger, I used to really like it. But
Yeah.
I've got a feeling if I watch it back, I don't feel I'm going to have the same feelings for it.
I think that, but not because of Nick Cage, but because of John Travolta.
Mm.
I don't know what it is. As I've got older, I've gone off John Travolta because he's an over actor as well.
We've got a couple of his films on our list.
Have we?
Yeah. I think there's one called From Paris with Love.
All right. From Paris with Love.
Yeah. It's not
Really?
bad. Not too bad.
Never heard of it. You seen it?
Yeah. He has a bald head in it. He's like a FBI agent or a terrorist. I can't remember what it was.
So what we need to try and find for this podcast, that Scientology film he did. He did, you know, Ron Hubbard, whatever his name is, L. Ron Hubbard.
The leader, the founder.
I think it's called Battlefield Earth or something like that. Yeah, the leader of Scientology. He was obviously a science fiction writer. I think he's got the record for the most science fiction books written by anyone ever.
All right.
Yeah. And then goes and starts a religion. Don't sue us.
They will.
Oh, I know.
They will come for you.
I mean,
They got eyes everywhere.
to be fair, come and send some guys to follow me because they will be ringing you up going, this guy is the most boring fucking life in the world. Please, 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 can we stop following him?
I mean, if you really want to follow us, you can give us a subscribe.
Yeah. This is as fun as my life gets. So just watch this. Anyway, back to whatever this was. But no, apparently he did a film adaptation of one of his books.
Yeah.
Which is I think it's called Battlefield Earth, right? And it's supposed to be absolutely fucking terrible. Terrible.
I'll try and have a look for it.
We'll have to see if we can find it. Anyway, back to the cast. So this also stars Ryan Gosling's missus, Eva Mendes. She plays the love interest. I was trying to think what films I've kind of seen her in, and the film I think I first ever saw her in, other than Too Fast, Too Furious. Remember she was in that. She was kind of like the side piece who was turned out to be like an FBI agent. Was that Stuck on You? You ever see that one where Matt Damon and I can't remember the other guy's name, but they play Siamese twins?
What with Ben Affleck with it?
It wasn't Ben Affleck. No, it was.
They used to do a lot of films together.
Yeah, they did. I think they grew up together.
Dogma, that's a good one.
Oh, Dogma, I fucking loved it. You can't get that anywhere, you know. You know why? Because it's fucking Miramax, and Harvey Weinstein owns the rights to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because obviously Miramax was a Weinstein company.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because I've been looking for it because I fucking love Dogma. You literally cannot get it anywhere. And plus, I think every time it's shown on TV, I think he gets royalties. Because I think that was Kevin Smith, wasn't it? Because it was that Bob and
Silent
Bob
J.
and Jay. Silent Bob and
Jane Silent Bob.
Jane Silent Bob. Yeah, I'm getting it wrong. Anyway, Eva Mendes. But no, he's in this... Matt Damon, when he's in this film, when he's playing a Siamese twin, so he's like joined to this guy. I think she's like one of their neighbors or something. I remember her being fucking hot in this. But she's weird. She's weird looking. She's got an incredible body, but her face almost looks like borderline. Like is she pretty? Isn't she? Is she pretty?
I say she was.
I would definitely would, but every time I look at her, I'm like,
I get what you're saying. I do get what
is she
you're saying.
pretty? I'd rather
She's overrated.
bang the bird who played the younger version of her.
I was debating that as well.
Yeah, because she kind of looks like her, but a prettier version.
Mm.
Anyway, and then we've got Sam Elliott as the caretaker.
Yeah.
So you recognise him, don't you, from Roadhouse? Roadhouse!
Yeah.
And other films. And then Donald Logue as Mac. Don't know if I'm pronouncing his name properly.
Do you know what else he's from?
I recognise him from a sitcom I used to watch back in the day called Grounded for Life, but he also pops up in a lot of stuff as kind of a side character. Blade. Yeah.
This guy gets
he's one of the vampires, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Peter Fonda as the devil, or Mephistopheles, he's known as well. In the film, when they call him Mephistopheles, I was like, I thought he was the devil, but it turns out it's the same thing.
Oh, is it?
Apparently. Or it is in this anyway.
I will be honest with you, I didn't even take notice of his name.
Well, he calls him his son Blackheart, who's played by Wes Bentley.
Yeah.
Calls him Mephistopheles. And then I thought, oh, is he just a low-level fucking demon? But then it is supposed to actually be the devil.
Right, didn't know that.
Like, I don't know. But then you've got Wes Bentley, who's a crazy fucker. So he was the weird kid in American Beauty. Remember that film, American Beauty, with that guy who came out gay to try and get away from.
Oh, the one who allegedly started touching and drugging young boys up.
Yeah, and then thought, I know, I'll just come out as gay to just distract everyone from it. Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly. I've personally, I've never been touched by Kevin Spacey, so I can't really say from personal.
Talk about Wes Bentley, though.
Yeah.
In 2010, in an interview, he states he only accepted the role to get money to buy drugs, as at the time he has a massive addiction to heroin and cocaine.
I read that. Apparently, this was in the middle of his 10-year bender.
Yep.
On cocaine and heroin. And like you say, the only reason he was taking film roles was to pay for it. That must have been some hell.
How much are you spending?
That's got to be Van Damme level shit, that.
I think it's past it.
Yeah.
You're generally right.
Well, I don't think Van Damme touched heroin, did he?
You're getting paid.
Yeah.
And then you're giving it straight to your dealer.
Yeah.
And you're doing a movie in Hollywood.
And you're talking millions, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either that or his dealer was like, I've got some good coke here. Buys it for 20 quid or something out of his mate for a gram. 7 grand, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff, mate. 7 grand.
Oh, yeah, it is, yeah. Okay, here you go.
It's in the sherbet.
Just literally he's probably just had more money than he knew what to do with and just thought, fuck it, he'd put it up his nose. That Peter Fonda guy, I was looking into his backstory. So he's been in Hollywood quite a while by the looks of it. I was surprised he was in Easy Rider.
So which one's Peter Fonda?
The guy who plays the devil.
Oh yeah, I've seen him in quite a few.
Yeah, but he goes back quite a while, to be honest. He's like been in quite a lot of shit. But at the same time, I kind of recognise his name, but I don't know if it's just a Fonda name. I recognise.
Jane.
Yeah, like Jane Fonda. Yeah. But fuck knows. I don't know if there's any relation or what, but he's got a big back catalogue. 116 previous acting gigs. Yeah, since 1962.
I recognise him, but I couldn't tell you what film he's done.
So he was in Easy Rider, which a film I've never seen, but obviously it's supposed to be a classic. Just a lot of fucking films. 310 to Yuma. Yeah, 310 to Yuma.
That's quite a good film.
Why am I saying Yuma? Stop saying Yuma, Erik. Shut the fuck up. Wild Hogs. Remember that film?
Oh, John Travolta.
Yeah.
It's a bad one, that is a bad one.
5.8, that, mate. 5.8.
Oh.
Stick it on the list.
Stick it on the list. Get it on.
The ending of that film always winds me up. Because that's got... Is that the one with Ray Liotta in it?
I can't remember, to be honest with you. It's been a long time seeing it. By the way, guys, as well, if there's any film that you want us to watch and review and feature on this podcast, let us know down below in the comments or contact us on email by sixandbelowpodcast@gmail.com. So we review any film that's under 6 on IMDb or under 60% on Rotten Tomatoes, whether that be critic or audience score. Yeah.
So
that's right.
Yeah.
Do you want
anything you want to recommend?
Do you want to get into the general notes?
We can do, mate. We can do.
Okay. Based on the Marvel book comics, and the movie is one of the few that Stan Lee didn't make a cameo in.
Yeah. Is that because he didn't really have much of a hand in the writing of this?
Probably seen
Or
it,
the
but
creation?
shit.
Probably thought, you've hired who? Nicolas Cage? Yeah, no, mate.
Was he in Daredevil?
I think I'll pass on that one.
Ben Affleck? Did he make a
Oh,
cameo in that?
To be honest, I've watched like Daredevil once in my life, and I don't know.
I don't think he did, you know. There's only a handful that has not done it.
I've always found it funny. Have you ever heard that thing? Obviously, it's Marvel and DC, but when they talk about how if you describe Batman and you describe Daredevil to someone, you'd think the names were the other way around.
Would you?
Well, you've got a blind guy who uses echolocation to fight bad guys. You'd think he'd be called
Right.
Batman, and then you've got an adrenaline junkie kind of billionaire who goes around like jumping off buildings and all stuff like that. And you think he would be called Daredevil?
True.
Yeah.
True. That
Bob.
is actually quite good.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage is a huge comic book fan, and he's even got a tattoo of the comic book character Ghost Rider on his arm. And during the filming, he had to cover it up. Have you actually seen it?
I've not seen the actual tattoo, no.
Google it quickly.
I'll have a look now.
The skull for this, when he goes into the Ghost Rider mode,
Oh, yeah.
right? It's a computer-generated skull made up from a three-dimensional X-ray taken from his actual skull.
Ah.
So
So the skull in the middle is actually a representation of his actual skull.
Times 3.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mate, this tattoo's shit.
Really bad, isn't it?
Mate,
That's why they covered it up.
I'm not surprised. I could have done a better job than that.
I think your daughter could have, mate.
Probably, yeah. Oh my god. I wouldn't have even said that was fucking Ghost Rider. It just literally looks like a skull.
The Grim Reaper type thing, isn't it?
It just looks like a really badly drawn skull that someone's just set on fire. It looks nothing like this.
No, really bad.
My god. Like, what does Ghost Rider look like in the comics? Hopefully not like that.
I don't know. You have to Google it.
Have a look now.
Right. Why is the guy called Ghost Rider when he's a skeleton, not a ghost?
That's a good point. I get the rider bit. Wouldn't you be called like Bony Rider or Skull Rider? Or
Well, doing my notes, I kept typing out instead of Ghost Rider, I kept putting Hell Rider.
Hell Rider would have been better, yeah.
Would have made a better one, wouldn't it?
There we go. We should do a spin-off called Hell Rider.
Moving on. Every time Blackheart talks, why is he an echo?
Didn't notice.
Really bad. Obviously, first role for Rebel Wilson, which you covered.
Yeah, that's because it was filmed in Australia, wasn't it? Which we learned before.
That is true.
Yeah.
At Melbourne.
Yeah. So it wasn't Texas. It was actually filmed in Australia.
Ah.
Probably for tax reasons.
Could have been.
But yeah, Rebel Wilson.
But like you say there, they made a good point throughout the whole thing that's filmed. Well, they're based in Texas. They keep saying they're in Texas, etc., don't they?
Yeah, and even have big billboard signs, don't they?
Saying welcome to Texas.
Yeah.
However, that scene when he's getting chased by the police is on a Melbourne bridge.
Yeah, a famous Melbourne bridge.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's like you may as well just give it away. But to be fair, having never been to Melbourne, I didn't notice. But
if you'd been at Melbourne, you're going to notice it.
It's going to break the illusion. You're going to think, hold on a second, this guy riding a motorbike with his head on fire as a skull. This is a phony. He should be in Texas.
Why is there a big red bus saying Wembley on it?
Yeah.
Any more movie notes for yourself?
I think my biggest question about this film was why the fuck would the devil give a care about 1,000 souls? Surely there's billions of people in hell. So like the premise of this story is a Ghost Rider years ago went to this town to collect a bounty or a contract, as they call it, for 1,000 evil souls. And then he thought, oh, it's too powerful, so I'm not going to give it to the devil. And he does one. But it's like, surely, at this point in time, the amount of humans that have lived on the earth, billions, he's got billions of souls. Who gives a shit about 1,000 souls?
I think it's the evil ones.
Yo, I get they're evil, but 1,000 evil compared to... Well, you've got to be fairly evil or bad to be in hell. So let's call it 20. How many humans have ever lived on Earth? 20 billion. You've got to say at least at least 50% of them have gone to hell.
Over the time, especially
Over
like
time,
we used to
yeah.
have the wars back in the day.
Yeah, so you've got like 10 billion souls in hell, and you're telling me that these 1,000 souls are more precious to the devil than the 10 billion that he's got in hell? Or am I just overthinking this?
Probably overthinking it, to be honest.
Probably. But that was one of my questions. And
But that starts off the premise of the film, anyway, doesn't it? Because we get a little bit of talk over, don't we, by the caretaker.
yeah, so before we begin, so we're going to talk through the film now. So spoiler alert, obviously, if you've never seen this. But yeah, so we have like an opening, and it's kind of in the Wild West, isn't it? And
Yeah.
we learn that some legends are based on true events and shit like that. And this one's apparently about a ghost rider who happens to be a cowboy or something at the time, and he rides a horse at this point.
Yeah, this kind of got me a little bit because when he rides off into the sunset, you see fire hooves on the floor, like horse marks where it's been.
Yeah, so the horse is on fire, isn't it?
Yeah, it's melting. It's literally melting as it's running.
I think it's making glass in the desert sand.
Ooh, it could be.
Yeah. I think there's
Yeah.
just a trail of hoof-shaped glass.
Yeah, we mean Kulovich. What's the name now?
Gunovich.
What's
Yeah.
her name?
No, I know what you mean. Artemis from
Yeah,
Monster Hunter.
what's the name?
Mila Jovovich.
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 Jovovich. The bird from Resident Evil.
Yeah,
from
it
Monster
doesn't
Hunter.
sound right when you actually say it so many times.
Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, that one.
Multipass.
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 Okay,
$4 multipass.
we see a father and son circus act, motorbikes riding through hoops, and the young lad is the main protagonist, Johnny Blaze.
Yeah.
So why is his dad so pissed off with Johnny pulling a wheelie when they are literally a stunt show for the circus?
I've literally got that. Why does the dad give a shit about him doing stunts? He's literally just jumped through a ring of fire together. He pulls one wheelie in front of the crowd to try and impress his missus. And his dad's like that. You show off, you boy. You show off.
That is what they get paid for doing stunts.
You think, right? Do you think like I know you think his dad's been doing this for years, but has never managed to pull a wheelie?
Yeah.
And it's like his son comes along and pulls a wheelie and doing them all the time just to rub it in his dad's fucking face. And his dad's every time he's done it, his dad's like, son of a bitch. And backstage, his dad's there every night like that. Just can never just manage to pull that perfect wheelie.
Well, maybe that's why he got sick. Instead of smoking all the Marlboros that we see on the side, it's actually him inside the tent revving his engine up so much he's getting the carbon monoxide poisoning.
Probably, yeah, practicing his fucking wheelies.
I'll show that bastard.
Like showing off for his missus and shit, and then then we find out that he's dating young Eva Mendes, or whatever her name is. What's her name in this? Roxanne.
Roxanne, yeah.
And they go and meet by their favourite tree when they start carving the name into the tree.
So cliche.
Johnny loves Roxanne.
It's
they're
so
like-
cliche.
And she's like, my daddy says you're just a phase. He's like, well, let's run away together then.
I put on my notes. Her dad doesn't like Johnny because he's the real life Forrest Gump.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's like, listen, don't be going out with that retarded boy over there. He's a bit simple minded.
Yeah, he's fucking carny. It's like, surely though, does this carnival not move around?
I mean,
is she moving with them, or does she just live in that town and he just comes by every like 6 months?
I think they're based there because you see his dad, the next scene, is asleep and it looks like doing like a trailer of some sort.
Yeah.
But it's not like one that you pick up and move around. No, I mean, it's like a static caravan.
Oh, right, okay.
Isn't it? It's quite big.
So you think that it's like a carnival that's just always there?
I think so, yeah.
But I'd be like, as a father of a daughter, I'd be like, damn fucking right, stay away from that boy.
Yeah.
He's got no prospects.
I seen him pulling wheelies, chewing on a bloody old shoe.
Yeah. And he's chewing on an old shoe. Just chewing the sole off the shoe.
Yeah, it's like a rat lap.
Yeah.
It's like, what's that boy eating again? Slap on the back of the head.
Like, the leather's good for you.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
But
I
he's
eat a
like-
lot of chocolate.
You can't go with that boy. You can't go with that boy. His dad can't even pull a wheelie. It's like, it's like fucking hell.
Where do you think he's going to be in the next 10 years? Putting wheelies around the streets.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, Johnny. But to be honest, the dad was wrong because he becomes famous, doesn't he?
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
he decides he's going to run away with his missus, so he's repairing his bike, and for some reason, he's always repairing his bike. He goes to see his dad, doesn't he? And his dad's asleep in his chair.
Yeah, so his dad's passed out from being too drunk all the time because he's pissed off with
practicing his wheelies.
He's pissed off that he can't do a wheelie, so he's just got himself hammered.
Yeah. He's like, can't do it again. I'm going to get myself pissed. Smoke a pack of cigarettes.
So Johnny starts being a little nosy bastard. Walks over to the trash bin. And what would you happen to notice? A neatly ruffled letter on the side. It's not screwed up or anything. It's just like little few creases in it.
Yeah, so it's addressed to a Mr. Barton Blaze, which is like the most Texas name I've ever heard. Hey, Barton. Hey, Barton, get over here, Barton. Jesus. So it says, Dear Mr. Blaze, regarding chest x-ray. I'm sorry to say that your chest x-ray indicates several masses. It would appear that the cancer has spread and needs immediate attention. I have left you messages, but I have not heard back. Please call me as soon as possible. Yours sincerely, your doctor.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's the note from the hospital.
And then Johnny says, I'm going to go work on my bike.
Doesn't ask his dad.
No, does he balls? He just nicks his dad's cigarettes and fucks up. I'm not surprised his dad's moody all the fucking time and constantly nicking his cigarettes. He's like, where the fuck have I put my cigarettes now? Where the hell are my fags? I'm going to have to go and buy some more, for fuck's sake.
I fell asleep with him in my hand, gripping them.
He's constantly nicking them, isn't he? I think Johnny's got himself a little habit. I think that's how his head ended up on fire.
Probably.
Later on, Jesus. So he goes and he's fixing his bike, and who comes to see him?
Oh, the devil.
The devil himself.
Well, he turns up a little bit late for the show, though, isn't it? And there's no popcorn left for him.
No. And he comes in all like that fucking old guy off Family Guy, just like, oh, hey, Chris. Oh, I like your show. Oh, Chris, I've got a lollipop here for you. Yeah, I like the way you do them jumps. I love your wheelies. I notice your daddy can't do it.
Do you reckon you have a dog following him, like dragging himself? Back legs don't work. Is that old?
Probably leaves a little trail of fire behind his legs, just dragging along. Well, yeah, so
he really doesn't like light bulbs, though, does he?
Really doesn't, no.
No, every single light bulb that goes near him smashes.
Blows. Yeah, because as he's walking through the carnival, and it's like smash, 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 smash. Like, fucking hell, dude.
I'm like, I've got to clean this up in a minute.
I know, glass everywhere. Devilish bastard,
got kids running around.
I know. Oh, but.
And how's Johnny going to be doing wheelies? He's going to pop his tyres.
I know. You think before his dad got cancer, the devil's plan was to come along and say, how would you like your daddy to be able to do wheelies? What would you do for your daddy to do a wheelie? He'd be like, I'll do anything, Mr. Devil, sir. And then he was like, do you think he knocked on the door and he's like, oh, Johnny's not here. Oh, what's this in the trash? Oh, he's got cancer. I can use this. This is better than a fucking wheelie. Johnny, where is he? And he's like,
that's what he found out.
Probably. Well, running my right. Steps to the side in the tent. It's like, oh, hey, Johnny. I hear your daddy's got the cancer. Oh, hi there. Oh, howdy, hi. Fucking hell.
Do you know what? It's so hard to try and do an accent when you can hear yourself in the headset.
Oh, it is, yeah.
It's really awkward.
So the devil comes and nonces all over all over Johnny. And he's like, what if I missed your show today, but what about a little private dance for an old man? And I heard about your daddy. What if you could if I could fix him and make him do wheelies all day? You're like, and then Johnny doesn't even think about it, does he? He's just like, I'll do anything.
Yes, sound. He's like, looks around, doesn't he? He goes, opens up his fucking thing with his cock hanging out. Anything?
You say anything? Anything but that, dude.
Okay, your soul.
Yeah, your fucking soul, then. Fuck you.
Oh, what is a quick tug job?
Is it too late to suck the tip? You had your chance.
You think Ghost Rider's cock is on fire as well? That's right, even Mendes has got a hot for him.
I think so, yeah. It's a bit burny down here.
It's not fresh.
He bangs him like, why is my insides burning after this? You're like, maybe go get that checked out. It's like, oh.
It's the STI.
Because it's because I'm the Ghost Rider. And she's like, yeah, but we had sex during the day and you weren't the Ghost Rider. So he's like, okay, then.
It's like when he finishes off, it's like little fire droplets.
Comes on her tits, just like little bits of lava. This got crude quick.
Really quick.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, that's what she said.
He whips out a quick contract, doesn't he? And he's like, yeah,
When he's walking around as well,
yeah.
lightning flashes.
Oh, yeah.
But the shadow of like the little hunched over devil like appears on the side of it. Not really the right side for the shadows.
No, it's not, because he's inside the tent, in it, and the lightning's outside. So unless, as he's walking around the tent, there's a devil outside that's kind of following him around. That's the only way it could happen, really.
He could be a puppet.
Could be a puppet. He did look like a puppet.
He did, actually.
Mate, I'd be more convinced of the devil if he came as that little gremlin guy than the old man.
Yeah, I would have, actually.
Yeah. But then, so Johnny signs the contract with his blood. Might I say, accidentally.
Oh, a paper cut.
Yeah, because he cuts his hand on the top and drops the blood on the signature thing, and he goes, "That'll do."
This bit does not make sense. It really does not make sense. Because when he holds up the scripts, so it's like a scroll, like a medieval scroll, isn't it? So it opens from top to bottom type thing. So he opens up the scroll, his hand is not moving. It's stood on there for about 5 or 6 seconds whilst he's reading it. And then all of a sudden it just cuts his finger.
Yeah. What's his finger even doing up here?
But it's just holding it.
Yeah, good
It's not moved it to get cut. It's in position. So it should have cut it straight away, not 5 seconds later when it's not moved.
Don't surprise me from a guy that eats his shoes, though.
True. Yeah.
If you he seems like the type of guy that would paper cut himself.
He seems like the guy who doesn't leave the bus stop and just harasses everybody that comes.
Just fucking talks away, just chatting shit all day.
Yeah. Johnny, we're not bothered. We're not bothered.
Johnny, yeah.
My mama said I could pull a good wheelie.
My daddy, Barton. He could never pull a wheelie, but I could pull a wheelie.
That's why the mum left. You just can't get it up for me, please.
I promise I'll get it up for you. I promise, Mary. Just come back.
Just give me one more chance, Mary.
My mama, he left my daddy because he couldn't get it up.
So a little bit of a cliche scene now. Johnny wakes up and thinking it was all a dream.
So he wakes up and his dad's like fit as a fucking fiddle coming up.
Fit as a horse.
Fit as a fucking horse.
What's about to be put down?
I mean, he was literally on the way to the glue factory the next morning.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he comes in like he's just ready to run the Grand National.
Oh, that's why. You know what happens? He can't jump.
Can't pull a wheelie. Can't jump. Jesus.
Anyway, we're jumping ahead.
But yeah, he's fucking. How is he gonna got all these tests done like first thing in the morning before Johnny's even fucking woken up?
I don't know, but we've just read that letter out and it said we've been trying to get hold of you for several days.
And then all of a sudden he just decides to wake up one morning and go, you know what, I feel a little better. I'll go to the hospital. Now the American medical system must be fucking amazing.
What, to get the results same day?
Same day, same morning, same hour, because he's only been gone like 10 minutes.
If that. I don't think he's even left the house, did he?
No.
He's walking around with his pack of cigarettes, like trying to look for his cigarettes underneath the sofa.
He's like, Johnny, I was going to tell you last night, but I fell asleep. But I had cancer, but I'm cured now. Anyway, I'm going to go ride my bike for a bit and practice me wheelies.
I wish I'd pat your head. You just came home.
I know.
Oh, I had cancer last night, but, it's cured now. You're like, what?
What?
You had cancer?
You had what?
Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, I was on the way to the glue factory, but now I'm as fit as a horse. It's like, Jesus Christ. That's what I don't get. How the hell has he just been to get all these tests, get the test results the same day, even before Johnny's managed to pull himself out of bed?
That's it. And it's meant to be a father and son act, isn't it?
Yes.
So his dad just starts the act without him?
Yeah, because he reckons he can pull a wheelie now. He's like, the doctor gave me the all clear, and the doctor said that I can pull wheelies. I can get it up again, Johnny. I can get it up. That's the only thing I can think of. Is the doctor just said, you know what? And he's like, doctor, you think I'm going to be able to pull wheelies now? And he's like, you know what? I think you might be able to. You go right ahead, Barden. Whatever your fucking name is.
Just don't pull a wheel near a ramp, though.
Yeah. Don't try and jump and pull a wheelie, Jesus. Don't push your luck.
Because what happens next, Eric?
he tries to jump through a hoop of fire and just casually falls off sideways on his bike.
It was a slide, wasn't it?
I don't. All I seen was like you see the fire to add like to dramatic, but he literally just looks like he goes.
It just falls side off.
He just falls off it.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
Go
When we
on.
see the clips of like CCTV and stuff where somebody pulls up on a motorbike
Yeah.
and forgets to put the little stand down and they fall over with the bike. It was like that.
I've seen someone do that. Hannah's dad, right? We are on a ride on our bikes around North Wales, right?
Yeah.
And we all have like headsets on or comms in our helmets. And I just remember I pulled out of a junction. I was waiting for them all further down the road, and I just heard someone going, Pete, 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 Pete. And basically, Hannah's dad's got a bad knee, and he went to put his leg down, but his leg didn't come off his what's it called?
Pegs.
The pegs properly, and he just went on the side of the road.
They're heavy as well.
Yeah, he had a full on fucking big ass 1200 Tiger. It took 3 of them to lift it back up.
You know.
Yeah, but yeah, that was the funniest thing. I just remember hearing Pete, Pete, Pete from one of the lads behind him, and I looked behind me and I was seeing Pete go.
That's what happened to Barton.
Scary, yeah, but in fire. But I can honestly say, again, touch wood, I've never seen anyone killed from it.
Yeah, so he died. He died somehow, falling off the bike.
He had a helmet on and everything.
I think he was doing, 10, 15 miles per hour?
It looked that way. It looked like it wasn't even that elaborate of a stunt either. It just looked like one little ramp up one side, one little ramp up the other, and a ring of fire. So all he was literally doing was riding through the ring of fire, and he somehow managed to fuck that up. Was there a gap for him to jump over? Because I don't remember seeing no gap, and it's not like he fell into the gap.
I think there was about a 12-inch gap.
Was there?
It was a very, very small gap.
Yeah. Well,
But-
if you think 12 inches is small, and
Well,
I envy you.
When you're making a jump on a bike, you know what I mean? Look at
well,
Johnny
yeah,
Blaze
yeah,
later.
yeah, sorry, yeah.
The thing that made me laugh the most about this, though, is when he's on the floor and he's dying, and there's nothing like last breaths as such. There's 2 people putting the hoop out with fire extinguishers. There's another guy just brushing up. And it's like, wait a minute, where's all the crowd gone? Why is there no medical staff running over to help him? He's literally just lying on the floor. Johnny runs over 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
And he's like still going, help, help.
He's
He's
a
like
lot-
cleaning up around him.
And it shoots a little Chad as well, and he's just like, he's just having a nap. But yeah, there's literally a guy brushing, the body's there, and he's just like, yeah, that Johnny. Do you think he just fell over? He's been there, like you say, about 10 minutes, and the crowd have just gone, you getting back up or what?
Let's go.
I think it's finished, come on. Oh, look, the guys are putting the flame out now. The other guys are brushing up.
Generally, they're cleaning up and putting flame out before helping him.
No one is helping him. And
Nobody fucking died.
even Johnny comes over and he kind of fingers him over. And it's like, in a motorbike crash, you don't fucking touch him. It's like he just rings him over like that. I think it's Johnny snapped his neck as he pulled him back or something.
Lifted his head up, didn't
Yeah. And then his dad kind of just looks at him like that. Ever pull a wheelie? Or, I did it, Johnny. I think he pulled a wheelie over it instead of jumping.
I did it for your mum.
Cut it up, Johnny.
Tell your mum I'm strong.
Tell your mum I got it up. Tell your mum it was beautiful.
Oh, and then we see the devil standing in the doorway laughing. That's why he was laughing. He's like, look at that dickhead over there. The first time he pulled a wheelie, he died.
Fuck me. He's like, I cured his cancer, gave him the ability to do a wheelie, and he's literally died. I'm surprised when Johnny meets him in a little bit and he's like, you fucked me over, and he's like, no, dude, your dad was just a fucking idiot. Literally.
It was nothing to do with me. He done it himself. He's ridden up that little ramp. That death-defying stunt of a ring of fire.
Kids do better stunts on fucking YouTube. A little 50cc little monkey bikes.
I was watching some, when Facebook you're flicking through, and there's this little kid. He's probably about 2 or 3 years old, doing little balance bikes.
Yeah.
He's flying around. His mum and dad built him like big ramps, like half pipes. He's like going up and down on a balance bike, flying around the house.
That's what I mean.
It's
It's
like,
like,
cool.
It's like, that's a better stunt than that.
And then you got this guy who's been in a circus for 55 years. He dies pulling a wheeler for the first time.
Basically, all he was doing was extreme napping because he just kind of jumped over and lay down and was just like, I'm going down now.
Oh my
like
God.
you say, the devil's there just laughing his tits off. Like,
What's going on here with this guy?
the devil laughed so hard, he disappeared.
Yeah, wait till we get back to hell. I'm going to tell all my mates about this.
But I gotta get back and tell the guys. Oh, but then Johnny rides off in a fit of rage, doesn't he? And the devil meets him at a crossroad.
Well, just before that, as he's riding off,
Yeah,
he stops, doesn't he? So he can just give himself a little bit of a cry whilst he looks at Roxanne.
is that not a little bit after? Not after that.
No,
Either
it's that
way.
bit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Roxanne's waiting at the tree for him because during all this, he'd never bothered to kind of pick up the phone or just nip over and see Roxanne and say, either my dad's got cancer, I'm not coming with you, or my dad's just died, I'm not coming with you.
Yeah.
But either way, he just goes, I wonder if that stupid bitch actually turned up at the tree.
Well, we're looking for her. She stood underneath a tree with like 4 suitcases and stuff. Like, it's got everything. She's got the bed sheets and everything in there. He's like, I'm on a fucking bike.
In the pissing down rain.
Yeah, I'm on a bike. What should we do about him?
I never even clocked on. And in a dress as well, summer fucking dress. Not even a helmet or nothing. He never wears a fucking helmet, the idiot. You just seen your dad die, at least fucking put a helmet on.
Yeah.
Anyway, and he turns up.
His dad
doesn't he?
was wearing a helmet
Yeah, no. Good point. But
and fire retarded clothing.
he turned up. I reckon he did go to pick her up, and he turned her up, and he was just like, "Fucking stupid bitch." My dad just died. I ain't got time for this.
Off he
Fucking
goes.
rider. And she's just like, huh?
And then just like his dad, he falls off his bike, dead dramatic.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Oh, the devil goes boo.
Oh my God. Right. This bit
Does
as
he
well.
die then? Because
No.
doesn't the devil like go knock his stick on the floor and say,
I think he tries to wake him up because he says like, oh, you're not going to die now either. Mate, he fell over as if he was like a 5-year-old. No, like 2-year-old when they fall over and they fall onto the chest. And like their arms are open and going and look around to see if anybody else is looking. Like that before they start crying. It was like that.
Did anyone fucking see this?
And he gets up. What does he do? Point. What is that about? Point.
Oh, I don't know. He does it later on, doesn't he? He does it in his stunts. He's just a pointer. He's one of them. There's certain people in this world that point. And he's one of them.
Rude to point.
He's a little bit. Especially, you don't go pointing at the devil. It's just bad etiquette.
You. It's your fault.
You.
The devil's like, no, mate. Like you say, I've cured his cancer. If he wants to pull a wheel, it's up to him.
Yeah, I cured his cancer. You never asked me to do anything about his intelligence or his general skill. I mean, you cure a guy of cancer and all of a sudden they think you can do wheelies.
That's it. Then he walks behind Johnny, opens up his coat, starts poking him, and then
Gives him the mark.
he starts getting a bit hot, doesn't he?
Yeah. Gets
Starts smoking a little bit.
hot and bothered. What I don't get is it's like, I'm marking you just in case I need you.
That's it. He properly inserted his fingers in his back.
He did. He kind of like. He just,
Prostate exam.
it was. I like it, but shoulder style. And Bernie.
Prostate with chili sauce.
He does. He marks him. It's like, you're mine now. And then what does he say? He's like, you're not going to don't have any friends, don't have any family.
Well, he lives in a carnival, so he has no friends. His dad just died.
Yeah.
So he's got no family.
But that's it. There's a
His mum
flashback.
ran away because he can't pull a wheelie.
Every time he says it, there's a flashback in it, and it's like, you don't have no friends, and it just shows him. And it's like, oh, so he's got no friends then. And then it's like, no family. His dad, like you say, just died. And then it's like, you'll have no girlfriends. Well, don't worry about that. I just left her at the tree in the rain with her 7 fucking bags that she's just dragged there. So you'd at least give her one last shag, wouldn't you? You'd be like, before we leave Roxanne, let's just have one last bang under this tree.
One last time.
One last time, mate.
And the camera zooms into his eyes, and it zooms out 20 years later. Ba-ba-bang! Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage as Johnny Blaze.
About to jump over 20 trucks.
And then he does the point.
I didn't notice that actually.
Yeah, just before he does his stunt, he does like a point or something.
He's really weird in this.
He is weird.
A proper weirdo.
Nicolas Cage does seem like a bit of a weird man.
But I don't know if it's actual Nicolas Cage being weird
Is
or as a director told him to be doing stuff like he is.
Maybe they just said, just be cagey. Just be yourself, Nicolas. I think, is Nicolas Cage a method actor? Because if he is, then his method is to just be Nicolas Cage in every film.
True.
I think the only film when he's slightly different to himself is Con Air, and that's only because he puts on an accent.
Really?
What do you mean?
Can't play it yet or do anything, but I'm trying to get something up. I was thinking about his accent, but...
Yeah, don't do anything.
No, his accent
is
the same in every single film. National Treasure.
Yeah.
My mama says I got to do a wheelie.
No, it's not. It's not.
Every single film.
Not in the same way as Con Air. In Con Air, it's proper exaggerated southern fucking accent. No.
Every single film, same accent.
No, Con Air, he has a slightly southern drawl. He sounds different in Con Air. Now, I'm not saying massively different. It's still a Texas southern accent. It's just, it's more of a put the bunny down.
Yeah, but on that scene,
rather
he's
than
trying to
put
be
the bunny
threatening.
down. Huh?
He's trying to be threatening. That's why he's saying it slower.
Yeah, but he sounds like that through the whole film, through the whole of Con Air. Like at the beginning when he's reading, you hear him letters to his daughter and stuff like that. He does the same type of thing. He's like a more exaggerated southern.
It's not a different accent, though, is it?
No, it's still a Texas accent. All I was getting at was it was kind of a more. It was just When I mean like drawl, it's just more like a bit more
Forrest
kind of
Gump.
drawn out rather than just talking like a normal. Well, howdy there. Well, howdy guys. It's more of a howdy. It's hard to describe because I can't do the accent, but
No,
it's
he
definitely
does the same accent in every single
definitely.
film.
Well, he does his accent, but in that it's more of a deep South hillbilly accent than his normal, just whatever Texan accent or wherever the fuck he's from.
You don't see him doing New York accent, do you?
Well, no, you don't see him.
Hey, I'm walking here.
I'm walking here.
I've got to make it 4 and about.
Have you not? Didn't you do a clip for that?
No.
Oh, did you not?
No, I didn't clip it.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I should do, shouldn't we?
You should. Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey.
Might actually clip you do it and put it on next week's.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey. Right, okay, it's back to the film.
Anyway, where were we up to? I forget.
I don't know, we've just gone all around in a circle for no reason there.
Oh, yeah, so he's done, he's met with the devil at the crossroads, he's fucked her off. Oh, yeah, so he's about to do his stunt, and we were talking about him pointing. So he does his first stunt.
20 trucks.
20 trucks, yeah, and he jumps through the air and then takes a little tumble, doesn't he, at the other end.
Yeah, the bite actually lands on his neck, doesn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to survive that at all.
No. Slides off the end of the ramp, smashes into the end of the barrier,
Yep.
and the first thing his team do, slap him in the face.
Yeah, and take his helmet off. Take his helmet off, give him a slap, even though they've just watched him fucking land, go over the handlebars, basically land on his neck, crush his neck, kind of then flap back down,
Yep.
flop back, I've lost my words now. Flip back down, slide about 50 yards into a barrier head first. Yeah, and like you say, they just come over and give him a little bit of a...
Put his glasses on, he's fine.
Put a bit of a love slap. But the other thing as well is when you're in a motorbike accident,
Yeah.
the one thing they kind of teach you and stuff like that is never remove the helmet.
Yeah. So
Don't
it can cause a
move
lot
them.
of injury.
Don't move them in case they've got a neck injury, and never remove the helmet until the paramedics arrive. And they rip the helmet off, slap him about, wake up. True or false, Johnny? Could your daddy do a wheelie? And he's like, no. And he's like, okay, he's fine. He's good to go.
Well, he
his
tried this
sunglasses
one
on.
time.
But he said to him, he goes, what did he say?
He tried it one time.
The one time he did it,
Yeah.
he died. But
I blame myself. If I didn't do that wheelie in front of the crowd, he wouldn't have any ambition to try it himself.
I know. If I hadn't just threatened him the way I did, I didn't threaten his masculinity, he'd still be here, cancer free. But anyway, he wakes up, doesn't he, from his fucking horrific neck injury.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Is the bike okay?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, the bike's fine." He's like, none of you motherfuckers have gone and checked on that bike. You ran straight over.
We've seen in the crash that bike smash into pieces.
Yeah.
It's not fine.
No, it's really not.
It's like his neck. It's not fine.
No. So Johnny, you get me some water before? So Johnny kind of stumbles off, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got the worst team around him ever.
Oh,
I mean, fucking idiots.
Yeah, it's like on the next scene, isn't it? They're on the tour bus and they're talking about doing his next show whilst he's playing a computer game of Johnny Blaze.
I know, playing his own fucking computer game. Fucking idiots.
And then we start to see how much of a fucking weirdo Johnny Blaze is. Because who the hell has a martini glass full of jelly beans and eating them out of it as if they're drinking it?
I think that was Cage's idea.
Yes.
I think that's what it was. Do you think he said, he come to the director and says, "Dude, as a character, I think this is what he would do." And the director was just like, "You know what, Nick? Whatever." If
Really
you want
weird.
jelly beans, just take fucking jelly beans. You don't have to come over thinking of some fucking excuse. But he has him in a martini glass. Fuck's sake, just someone get Nick some fucking jelly beans in a martini glass, will you? Because just get this motherfucker away from me. He's doing me head in now.
Just imagine saying that to the PA.
No.
Can you do me a favour? Can you get 25 kilograms of jelly beans? It's a bit excessive, isn't it? Nicolas Cage is coming on set. We need 25 kilogram bag of jelly beans and a martini glass.
Just as they're leaving, like, and wait, one more thing. Martini glass.
What?
Okay. What exactly are you planning here?
Back at the house.
Jesus.
I'll cross that scene when I come to it anyway.
Oh, this is when they all kind of, all the crew kind of then suddenly turn around him and go, "Johnny, how the hell did you survive that last crash?"
I mean, shouldn't you be asking him when he's on the floor, half dead,
Well, yeah.
instead of slapping him?
I know, just like now. But they kind of, the way they all like, they're all four of the other goons that don't really talk, 'cause they mustn't be in the Screen Actors Guild or whatever.
Yeah.
They're just all kind of sat around the table playing cards. And then you've got Mac, and they all kind of look at Mac as if to say, like, "Go on, ask him. Go on, you said you'd ask him, go on. And he's like, "You got an angel on your side."
No, I'm just lucky. Mac turns around and goes, "I've got a hunting dog named Lucky, one eye and no nuts."
Like, that's nice, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, what has he been doing to that dog, man? What?
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nicolas Cage has been giving it fucking jelly beans. So the next scene, we meet Edwin Cullen's brother, don't we?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Walks into the Hell's Angels bar.
Well, it starts raining.
Cliche.
Starts raining demon jizz, doesn't it? Just random. Starts raining lava in the middle of the fucking desert.
Did it?
Yeah, as he arrives, and then he kind of he zooms in on him, and he just goes into the camera for no reason.
There's nobody around him.
The poor cameraman who happened to be filming in the desert like that. "Oh, what's all this lava shit in hell? Who's that?" And he just. At first, right, I thought he was a vampire.
I thought that.
I was like, he's pale as fuck. He's
Really
got
pasty
vampires.
white.
Yeah, and he's wearing dark clothes. The guy's a vampire.
Yeah, Edward Cullen.
Yeah, it is literally Edward Cullen's twin brother, Dave Cullen. So Dave Cullen arrives. What's his name? Deadbeat.
Who?
The character. What's the character called? Deadbeat.
Blackheart.
Blackheart, that's the one.
Deadbeat? What did you get Deadbeat from?
I don't know. Fucking Dave Cullen. Deadbeat.
So he goes to the bouncer at the bar, and the bouncer anyway turns around and goes, "Only angels in there. You got a problem with that?" And just kills him.
Yeah. He's just like, "Nah, I don't mind angels, dude. My dad's one."
I'll just kill everybody inside the bar for no reason.
Exactly. Why does he kill everyone in that bar?
Because he wants to meet up with his little crew.
Yeah, Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah.
Minus
Earth, Wind
fire.
and Sand. Wait,
Yeah.
no. Earth. Wind and Water.
Earth, Wind and Water.
Yeah.
He's starting a band, isn't he? Come to Earth to start a band.
Guys, been a while since I've seen you, but I've got a new garage. I've been playing a lot of Guitar Hero lately. Do you want to get the band back together? It's not really a real band, mate, there with the sticks.
My daddy said we can't have one. He won't give me the souls to fucking fund it, but I know where there's 1,000 to start this band. Basically, and he's like, because I don't get why this guy, if he's so fucking powerful, this deadbeat, whoever his name is, Dave Cullen, why the fuck is he gathering his band up? And why are they elements? What's that about? Why is one is literal dirt, one is just wet all the time, and the other one is a fart?
Have you got any names for them?
I just call them Earth, Wind and Fire, but obviously without fire.
So I've made like a little thing up for them because I didn't even bother looking what the names were called.
The Element Twins. It's Dave Cullen and the Elements.
I'll let you know what the names are when I get further in because I can't find them on my
You
notes.
can't remember where you wrote them down.
Yeah.
The other thing I don't get right is so Earth, Wind and Fire and Dave Cullen to get the band together.
Yeah.
But he's like, this magical contract that has 1,000 souls and all stuff like that. Everyone knows where it is. He knows where the contract is. He's like, the contract's not too far from here. Daddy says if I can get it, I can start my band.
Yeah.
And he's like, so if everyone knows where it is, why is it taken them from 1800 and whatever since Cowboy fucking Benny ran off? And how... Sorry, going even further back, how the fuck did the cowboy Ghost Rider get away from the devil in the first place? Didn't he create him?
He doesn't run.
What do you mean?
The devil doesn't run. He just like walks everywhere with a cane.
And that's what it is. You think it's like, oh, motherfucker's on a horse. I ain't catching him. If you ever happen to come past me again.
He's got a bad hip.
Well, yeah, he does have a cane, doesn't he?
What he's probably done is like, fuck, why did they give him a horse?
Yeah.
He's fucking darted on me now. He's like going, do you know what, next time I make another Ghost Rider, I'm going to make sure he doesn't have a horse. I'll give him a motorbike instead. Come back, you bastard!
Well, later on, he says he only has, I know I'm jumping ahead a bit, but he only has one more turn, doesn't he? Do you think that's what it is? He's like, you run away, but I'm turning it off.
But that whole thing later on, it's just fucking weird.
It's fucking stupid. Anyway, so
stupid.
So they're there, but the point I was getting at is, so Earth, Wind and Fire and David Cullen, they get the band together, they meet in the bar, they kill all the bar and everything like that. But everyone knows where this contract is.
Yeah.
Why has no one just bothered to just come along and go, you know what, I'm just going to go and get that contract? I think it's just been on the to-do list for like 200 years, and they just finally got round to it, and they're just like, do you know what I never did? I never went to get that contract that time. The guy rode off with it. Now we know he's at this cemetery. Should we just nip and get it now?
Well, it's meant to be holy land, isn't it?
Yeah, but they say that. They say it's sacred land, but no one seems to give a fuck about that.
No.
I don't. Hallowed land or whatever. Anyway, so we're at Johnny's house.
Yeah, and his mate doesn't stop bitching about him living in a shithole of an area, and he's not locked his house or the lift.
No. And he's like, you've got loads of expensive bikes in here and shit like that. It's like, well, no one's fucking nicked them. I think he's just squatting in like a kind of old warehouse or something.
Looks like it.
It does look a bit like that. Because he said maybe he doesn't have a lock for it. Maybe he doesn't have a front door.
Because it says you didn't lock your lift.
No.
Does anybody else living in the building?
Possibly not. Because he has a big... It's not just a lift, it's a cargo lift.
Yeah.
The fuckers bring a bike up on them.
Yeah. Really big.
Yeah.
Good point, that. But Johnny goes back to being a massive fucking weirdo again, eating his jelly beans through a martini glass. But did you see the size of the jar he had in the back?
Oh, I know. I think that's all he eats.
That's literally it.
Mate. And then he's playing the Carpenters.
Yeah.
And watching monkey movies.
A monkey doing karate.
Yeah. Because he has a go at him saying, if you turn my Carpenters and the monkey movies off again, I'm going to fucking bitch slap you, you ginger bastard.
That's it.
And he's like, whoa. Well, he's trying to convince him not to do this big job. But it's like, I know you want to jump on your dad's anniversary. And it's like, oh, right, so it's your dad, the anniversary of your dad's death, is it? So you're just going to, is that why you're doing this massive jump? You fucking idiot.
But Mac finds his little snuff porn as well, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He finds like loads of books about the devil and death and stuff.
I know. Does he not have Google for that shit?
What year did this come out?
2007, so they
Oh,
had
yeah.
Google.
Well out, wasn't it?
Yeah,
What's a cybercath?
exactly.
Oh, let's be honest. I don't think it's got the brains to work.
To be honest, I was going to say I was surprised that he had all these books because
Yeah.
you think he just kept buying them for the pictures because I don't think he can read. I think he just looks at the pictures and just throws them back. Because weren't some of them like holding up his bike and shit?
Every time somebody opened the book, whether it be Roxanne or Mac, it's the same page all the time as well. So do you think like they've got sticky pages that just open up to that?
Just after years of looking
Trusting.
up the devil and watching the pictures, it's become his kind of turn on. He's a bit of a kink, and he just jizzes his lava all over the fucking the devil.
So now we're back at the bar. Cullen summons his little clan. Well,
Yeah.
I've called them Sandman, Aquaboy, and Smog Pirate.
Aquaboy, smog pirate.
Yeah.
He does look. He looks like a fucking low rent version of Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean, doesn't he?
Exactly. But instead of being the clear air, it looks like smog. It looks like dirty air when it's like floating around.
Yeah.
Shit CGI, that's why.
He's been shot out of a cancerous lung. That's why.
And I've put as well, Smog Pirate's hair is worse than Johnny Blaze's wig. That's a shit wig, that, isn't it? He's wearing.
Yeah, there was something. To be honest, I was looking at it and I'm like, there's something weird about his hair. I never thought that he would be wearing a wig.
Oh, it's really, really bad.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll
You
try and put it up here for you.
think he just got bald, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
We arrive at the big jump now, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Goes weirdo mode again. Starts drinking coffee straight out of the roasting jar and dribbles everywhere. Turns around. Top's clean.
Yeah. Looking at himself in the mirror. I never noticed that, so he dribbles it all over his.
Yeah, so he starts drinking it straight. No, the percolator.
Yeah, yeah.
Starts drinking it straight. And it dribbles all down his face.
Not bad considering he's wearing all white.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Turn around, mate. It's perfectly fine.
He's
Keeps telling himself, can't live in fear.
He knows by now he can't die.
He's got to know one, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, just from the last crash alone, when all you'd have to do is watch a slow motion replay. I mean, he was on the news, and even the news was saying, how the hell is he alive?
Mm.
And even his men around him are saying, dude, how are you alive? You landed on your neck. You should be dead.
Yeah. He's got to know, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So that's why he keeps saying, like, no, I can't live in fear. Keeps pushing it.
That was one of the other questions I had as well, right? If you knew that you had sold your soul to the devil,
Yeah.
would you keep testing to see if you could? Because all he knows up until this point is that it's just been pure luck that he hasn't died.
Mm.
He doesn't know the devil's like intervening or whatever in all this, right? So so really, all he's doing is he just keeps tempting fate and keeps trying to die. But when he dies, you're going to hell because you sold your soul.
Mm.
Would you keep trying to speed that process up? I know I wouldn't.
No, I probably would have asked the question though when I sold my soul.
Maybe would have said, yeah. Or like
Can I live forever?
when you're at the crossroads, you'd be like, and when he fingered him, be like, well, does this mean I can die? I've got a few questions if you don't mind, Mr. Devilman.
Yeah.
At least at least ask a couple of follow-up questions.
You got to ask something about it, mate. You can't just point at the guy and then write it off.
No,
Rude.
you can't just finger someone in the ass and point at him, get fingered, and then just be like, let's never talk of this again.
Well, it was the second date after all.
Well, yeah.
So, the first date, killing his dad. Second date, fingered.
Well,
You don't know about the third date, do you?
No, you don't know. The third day, he ends up looking like this.
Oh,
A
that's
bad
why,
day.
isn't it? So he walks out of the room. Mac tells him that Johnny Blaze doesn't do interviews
How does he go through his whole career being famous without doing interviews?
because this next scene, when he does an interview with Roxanne, who happens to be heard over everybody,
Oh, I know.
everybody's
it's
dead loud
literally-
coming out.
Literally surrounded by about 20 people shouting at him, Johnny Blaze, give us an interview. And she goes, maybe he'll interview for an old friend. He's like, who the fuck said that? Who said that?
Bear in mind, we're in a full arena
Yeah.
full of fans. There's nobody else in this corridor where she's stood. And why is his dressing room on the third floor balcony, like where the fans are?
I know. No, one in like row 18 or something like that as well.
God knows.
I don't know if that's 18 stories up or what. I don't know how big this thing is, but he looking past her, it looked like they were quite high up.
Yeah, about third or fourth.
But that's
Yeah.
a bit fucking weird. And then yeah, she stood there literally probably in the same dress he left her in last time.
That probably is
Um,
actually.
Yeah, and then all the reporters just go quiet and turn around and go, "Oh, she's so beautiful. Though we should talk up with her. You know who she needs to marry? Ryan Gosling."
Ooh. Ooh. Match made in heaven.
Yeah, is what she's slumming it with KJ with baldy hairpiece McGee.
It's just weird. It's still so cheesy, this whole bit, though, isn't it? Because it's the most awkward, cringy interview ever.
I don't think she's ever done an interview before.
Neither's he. And you can tell.
Well, yeah, I suppose. To be fair, he did say he never gives interviews, and he probably never gives interviews because, as you mentioned before, the guy eats shoes, can't read, and does interviews like she's like, "So you're jumping over all these, you're jumping from goalpost to goalpost. How does that feel?" And he goes, "Hey, Roxanne, I've not seen you in a while. Remember that time I licked your pussy?"
I heard you got married to somebody else.
Yeah.
She's like, Shh, no, never happened.
I hear you got married. I watch you all the time. What do you mean? This is my first TV appearance. Oh shit.
I sit in your tree every night with a pair of binoculars.
Yeah. I see you still do that thing I like.
It's McFly's dad, isn't it? Sitting in the tree.
You have this fucking weird as fuck interview.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Are you not staying for the stunt?" And she's like, nah. And I think she says something like, "I never watch his stunts. I never used to watch his stunts," or whatever like that. And I'm like, "You lying little bitch." Literally in the first scene of the film, you're there in the crowd watching him do his stunts because he's the reason
Smiling.
he's doing wheelies. And
Smiling.
you set all this in motion because you made him do the wheelies that made his dad jealous in the first place. So don't sit here telling me you don't watch him do his stunts.
It's her fault his dad died.
It is her fault. It all stems from her.
It is.
Messing with his young prepubescent mind. Well, maybe not prepubescent, but she was definitely sucking him off at that tree.
Well, after the interview, though, the reason why she wants to leave so fast is so she can get a court restraining order against him.
Yeah.
It's like, this guy's a fucking creep.
I know.
It's like,
yeah,
I wish I didn't do that interview.
He will only get an interview if you go and interview him. And she's like, no, you don't understand. This guy's a fucking creep. He eats shoes. His dad couldn't wheelie. He once left me in the rain under a tree. in the rain.
I had 6 bags with me as well, the bastard.
I know. He told me to pack up all my shit and meet him at the tree. And then he just pulled over, laughed at me, and fucking rode off. And I followed him, and he went to meet some creepy guy at a fucking crossroad, some creepy old guy who finger banged him in the crossroads. And then I said, "You know what? I'm done. I'm not going anywhere near him."
And just before that, he was pointing at him saying, "Sniffing fingers."
Yeah. You.
Why do we always take this like weird turn on stuff?
Really don't know.
Every
I don't
week.
know.
Every week we find a way.
We got warped minds. I think that's all it is. But yeah, so it's definitely her fault, though.
It is. It is.
It all stemmed from her. Anyway,
Okay.
so she's back in his life. And then,
So he tries to do the jump now, doesn't he?
well, he's at the jump, and Matt goes, "Oh, I'm so glad you got rid of the cars." Because his original plan was to jump goalpost to goalpost with a bunch of cars in the middle. But Mac's been moaning at him for weeks, saying, Don't jump over cars. That way, if you miss the goalpost, you can at least land on the nice soft grass."
Yeah.
So what does he do?
6 helicopters start coming down. Mac even asks him, "Why the helicopters, Johnny?" He turns around. "My dad thought it'd be cool."
Your dad, who couldn't do a wheelie, was talking about jumping over fucking helicopters.
Your dad, who couldn't go through a 2-foot jump of a flaming hoop, wants to do a fucking helicopter. Do you know why your dad didn't get round to doing a fucking helicopter, mate? Because he would have been minced.
Yeah.
Where's my dad just gone? Just disappeared in them blades.
At least that would have been a better way to go. Basically, all he did was trip over his own shoelace, the equivalent. The stunt rider equivalent of tripping over your own shoelace and dying. I mean, for fuck's sake. But the one thing I don't get as well is, like, Mac's supposed to be his kind of manager or whatever who plans all this fucking shit. How has Johnny gone out of his way to get 6 helicopters, wherever it was, into a fucking stadium? I mean, the stadium roof literally opens right on time for Johnny to go. He goes, so Max says to him, so you got rid of the cars? And he goes, Yeah. Yeah. I've just 1 second. Gives him the signal. The roof opens. And he's like, and Mac's like, oh, for fuck's sake. You jelly bean eating, monkey fucking watching, wheeling bellend. Where have you got them from? Where the fuck have you got 6 choppers from? Behind me back? Who's paying for this?
Oh, it's when he was at the bus stop. He met an army general.
Why, General, you don't happen to have any copters? He'd be like,
Oh, I've got 6 just lying around, not doing anything.
listen, boy, if you just leave me the fuck alone, you can have whatever you want.
I don't want your belly jelly beans.
Yeah. Stop offering me jelly beans. You want some jelly beans, Colonel? Every fucking day for 2 years, mate, you've turned up here asking me for jelly beans. What do you want? Well, have you got 6 helicopters?
So he makes a jump anyway over all these helicopters. It doesn't look too bad, does it?
No. No, the thing is as well, if I was in the crowd, I'd be a bit pissed off.
Yeah.
Because it's like he's there and he's still chatting to Mac and he just goes, you got any knots in this bike? And he's like, yeah, we got knots. And he goes, all right then. Off he goes. No countdown, no suspense build up or nothing. He just fucking goes for it.
Just imagine just nipping out to get like some refreshments. You come back.
When's this starting? Oh, we got like 5 minutes before the jump. Yeah, the helicopters have only just landed. And then it's like, you get to the refreshment stand. It's like, oh yeah, I'll have 2 monsters, please. You just hear the
That
crowd.
makes sense later on.
Why?
It's when he's in the jail cell.
Yeah.
Everybody hate him because of that one show.
Probably, yeah.
But we'll talk about that later.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't give anyone chance to fucking get to the seats or anything. He just thinks, because he says to him, doesn't he? He says, well, she'll be on the freeway by now.
How does he know which way she goes?
Exactly.
And then catches up with her instantly, then starts going to and from the window, slowing down and speeding back up, doing different tricks. I so badly wanted the car just go, poof,
Oh, I know.
just take him out. She's like, got it?
Imagine if he just pulled up next to her and just went, Roxanne, and she's just like, you say something. Film over.
But how slow is that van going up for him to catch up that quick?
I know. And riding round on a non-road legal bike,
Oh,
no
it is.
helmet on or anything, just riding down the freeway. Just like you say, he doesn't even know what direction she was going to be going in.
No.
Oh, it's fucking stupid.
So he ends up stopping her and just causes a massive pile up behind them.
I know.
Bear in mind, everyone's meant to be doing, 60, 70 miles per hour. He stops his bike in the middle of the road. Van slams on. Next minute, everybody's like parked up behind. And they're all just run over for like an autograph instead.
Oh, no.
Is everybody a stunt driver fan? Nobody's kicking off.
I know. Name one fucking stunt driver other than Evel Knievel. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So if one happened to stop, you'd be thinking, who's this fucking bellend? You won't be running over going, oh, can I have your autograph, Johnny, please? You'd be like, no one will know who you are.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? The Blackheart and the Devil then meet in a graveyard, and Blackheart demands the souls of the 1,000 contracts.
Yeah, because he's basically like, Blackheart's like, but Daddy told me I could take the souls and start my band. I got the guys back together now, but what do you mean I gotta go back to hell? And the Devil's like, son, don't make me get the Ghost Rider. What's your favorite creation, Daddy? Well, you go and get him then. I don't care anymore. I'm going to tell Mummy. And he's like, right, I'm going to go get the Ghost Rider. He's going to send you back. You've been a bad boy.
Who's the mum?
I don't fucking know.
There's a devil like...
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Oh, I'm just thinking that, the law of like devil and angels and all this shit.
Well, isn't it usually like he just he impregnates a woman? Just like he gets pregnant. Oh, no. No, it's a jackal in it. Isn't the Antichrist born of a jackal? Doesn't... And then his...
Yeah.
I think in the Omen and stuff like that, I think it's a jackal that gives birth to a human baby, and then it's switched with someone else's baby. Like, I think it's like a senator or someone. His senator's wife is having a baby, and they kill the baby they've had and switch it with the baby that's just been given birth from the jackal. So basically, the devil rapes a jackal.
Right.
Something like that, anyway.
Oh, well.
And he bears the mark of the beast.
Mark
Or
of the
just
beast.
becomes a whiny vampire who wants to start a band with his Earth, Wind and Fire pals while he's on a cocaine and heroin bender.
Yeah, that's it.
Basically, yeah.
Literally.
And then it. So they have an argument, don't they? And then, anything else you want to say about that scene? Or should we move on to date night?
Yeah, date night. Let's get this on.
Why is she so pissed that he's late? Did they agree on a time?
I don't think they did because she didn't give him the number for a mobile.
Yeah, because she keeps checking her phone, doesn't she?
Yeah. There's like no messages and all this shit on it. But she's downstairs in the lobby getting shit-faced already. Meanwhile, he's still at home.
Yeah.
Getting dressed, looking in the mirror.
And she has a magic 8-ball with her, which she checked. And we don't even see the answer to it. She just checks it, goes, Twinkie says you're going to get fucked tonight. Not in a good way.
That's really random, that, isn't it? One, who carries the magic 8-ball? And two, if you're not going to show the viewers what the answer is or the question is,
why bother doing
show it?
Exactly. But yeah, so she sat there checking her phone. But like you say, I hate this in films. Like years ago when they'd always go, "Oh, call me." And it's like, well, give me your number then.
Yeah.
It's like, don't even know your name.
I reckon the reason why they don't actually show that anymore is she's probably got people giving out a legitimate number, thinking it's a blag number, and then people actually ringing it.
Probably.
555-79412. Someone's gone.
Well, that's what.
Hello, you slag.
Well, that's where the.
Fucking hell's that?
That's where the 555 thing came from, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's a dodgy number, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's a fake number. But I know in some films and stuff like that over the years, I can't name any off the top of my head, but where they have put like real numbers in there, and like it's a number that they've had, and it's usually like they have like a message set up from like whoever it is in the film.
I've heard of one of them before.
Yeah,
a TV show, wasn't it?
I think there was a TV show, that did it. And it was like a UK mobile number.
Yeah.
And if you're sad enough to pause it and find out what it is and ring it.
Yeah, it was on a voicemail, wasn't it?
Yeah. The voicemail would be like the actress or actor who did it. I can't remember what it was.
It's like 10 or 15 years ago, that, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I've heard of them doing it before.
So Johnny goes outside because he can hear his bike revving itself up, which is a bit weird.
Was that his bike?
Yeah.
Oh, because I just thought the bike just appeared.
No. So inside his house, there was a bike propped up, wasn't it, with books?
Yeah.
Right. So it's that bike from when he was a kid. He pushed it away from the tent. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Like he runs away. So it's his bike from when he was a kid.
So it's that bike.
Yeah. So his bike's outside, revving itself up. And then the devil appears from nowhere and Johnny just stands there pointing at him again.
Yeah, because we don't see the devil. We just see Johnny go out to see the bike. And all of a sudden, Johnny just goes...
pointing.
And you're like, okay, Nicolas Cage has lost it, and the director forgot to say cut at this point. Maybe all I can think is that the PA just arrived with the jelly beans, and he's like,
mine.
Mine! Why that sounded German.
He did.
Mine!
Wow, she pointed. That's just coincidental. He's not an SS member.
Yes. I have no association, no affiliation. Anyway, moving on.
So the devil tells Johnny that he's been watching him throughout his career. He's even bought his video gaming posters, jerking off to it.
And he says, what a coincidence, I've been buying your picture books.
Doing the same.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, my God. So then the devil tells Johnny to go kill his son, Blackheart.
Yeah.
Because he wants to go set a band up.
And he says, yeah, told him he can't have a fucking band, but he won't listen to me.
I've got neighbours. They're fucking loud.
I know. Told him the neighbours won't have it.
Saddam Hussein, he's living round the corner.
I don't believe in nepotism. He wants me to contacts in the music industry, and I've told him no. He's coming after me souls, Johnny.
So what does Johnny think it's a good idea to do? Sit on the bike, he can't get off.
Yeah, basically. I'm just going to... This bike that's just been magically revving, good idea to just sit on it.
I wouldn't sit on it.
No, I wouldn't sit on it.
I'm like, looking underneath it, it's like, why is it revving? Have you got a string anywhere? What's going on?
I mean, the devil's just like literally there with a string on the accelerator, just like... Just like, every time Johnny looks over, he's like...
Magic. And it drives that fast. It flips cars off. It blows everything up, and just leaves a track of fire melting everything.
All I can say is he's just lucky that there wasn't just a nice couple out on an evening stroll down one of them streets.
I know it killed a poor lizard.
I know.
Fucking fried that lizard, didn't it, on the rock?
Right? Well, he's driving down the cars and everything, smashing storefronts and everything up, and it's just like, why?
And the police officer,
Oh, I know.
how weird is that scene? A wooden sign blows up, but yet a flammable motorbike just falls over.
Yeah, police officer's just fine. But why is there a sign saying "Welcome to Texas" on
As
the
he's
way
driving
out
out.
as he's driving out of Texas?
It's the wrong way
A
around,
bit
isn't
fucking
it?
random, yeah. But I just put on my notes, first ride, acid laced handlebars. It's the only way I can describe that whole thing. He got on there and he's like, "Who's put acid on these handlebars?"
It
And in
is.
real life, Johnny's just fell over on the side, going, "Ah," and the devil's just stood there like, "Johnny, what are you doing?" Poking him with the stick. "Johnny, get up. I've not even done anything yet, Johnny. I'm flying." Fuck's sake.
Oh my! The whole film is just weird.
And then Johnny sets on fire, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mate, how Nicolas Cage was that fucking scene when his head starts setting off and he's like, "Eh." It reminds me of that scene in The Wicker Man with the bees when they put that thing on. He's
Yes.
like, the bees. He does that same thing where he's like,
You don't know whether he's laughing or is he in pain.
I know.
Overacting.
I could not tell whether the guy was orgasming or whether he was in pain.
Yeah. The actor has gone, Nicholas, do your thing, but rack it up to 10.
Yeah.
Nicholas has gone, 15.
15 then, yeah. He's just doing his, yeah. I can't describe you. If you've seen a Nicolas Cage film, he does it in every fucking film. But I'm sure you can put a
Yeah.
clip up here.
Every single film. Every single film. So now they're at a rail yard, aren't they? So,
Yeah. Earth, Wind and Fire.
yeah, I'm going to start calling them Black Eyed Peas now. Instead of Black Eyed. So the Black Eyed Peas
Black
killed
Art Peas.
the poor rail guard for no reason.
Oh, I
But
know.
in this scene as well, I didn't notice it at the time, but you showed me a clip earlier. There's an actual tumbleweed floating past.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is that about?
Oh, trying to make it a Western or something? I don't fucking know.
A random tumbleweed in the middle of a train yard
Yeah.
with no wind.
With vampires. Well, the wind was there, to be fair.
Yeah, he was there.
And then Johnny gets hung for some reason. Does he?
That was pointless.
I know.
So Smog Pirate goes into his little smoke form, picks up Ghost Rider, puts him onto like a noose, but then his skull goes out. So he's like, "Ha, got you." Not playing dead.
Yeah, it was just fucking stupid, the whole thing. The water hides in a puddle, original.
Original.
Yeah.
But Dirt, however, gets into a truck.
Yeah.
He's like,
God.
you can transform into air. You can transform into a puddle.
What are you going to do, Dirt?
I'm going to drive a truck.
Truck?
Instead of using his
Jesus.
ability, I just get in a truck.
Yeah, smashes straight into Johnny, and then obviously we have the sign at the back saying, "How's my driving?"
Yeah.
But then Johnny pulls out his chain. Where did he get that chain from? Prison pocket.
No, that's when he got hung.
Is that the chain
Yeah.
from when he got hung?
Yes, when it was on his neck, he came down off the, like, from hanging, and then he
Yeah.
gets the chain wraps around and stuff. But here is one for you. On that scene, he was crushed in between two trucks,
Right.
and then the very next second, Earth is walking away, and Johnny is behind him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In the Ghost Rider form.
Yeah.
How did he get out of in between the two trucks when the truck itself did not move or make any noise?
That's a good shout, yeah. How
If
did
you're
yeah,
wedged
'cause he
in
starts
between,
following, doesn't he?
You'd have to push one of them
One of
away.
them away. Yeah, and surely because what's his name? Gravel is fucking walking along the side of the truck. He'd have noticed if he suddenly moved a
Yeah.
couple of feet to let Johnny out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit random, that.
Or hear it. There's no
Yeah.
noise and no movement.
No.
All of a sudden, he's behind him, punches him.
Yeah.
And then at this scene,
Why doesn't Wind and Fire or Wind and Water and and deadbeat help him out. You just leave him.
Didn't need another drummer.
Did you think, oh, well, we didn't really need dirt anyway?
Probably.
Who the fuck needs dirt?
So it's like Take That, isn't it? You don't need Robbie Williams. Just carry on as a free.
To be fair, he was pretty useless because at least you had wind hanging him, puddling, and then he went and got a truck. I think they just thought, fucking idiot. He went and got a truck. He deserves to be fucking ghosted.
Yeah. Instead of using your ability.
They literally ghosted him.
Here's one for you.
Yeah, go on.
Thinking about it.
Go on.
So when I was at the bar and the band formed,
yeah,
right, goes in, says, "What a performance band? Get back together, guys. Come on, it's been great." Each of them,
instruments,
like, appear, don't they?
Yeah.
So the water one comes up out of water. Earth, there's nothing there, and then it forms into dust.
Yeah.
So when he got hit by Nicolas Cage, well, by Ghost Rider, why didn't he just go into dust and get away?
Yeah, good shout. He could have literally just gone dust.
Gone.
Yeah.
That Sandman from bloody Spider-Man.
Yeah, he could have got turned into dust and wind could have come along and blown him away. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the chain kind of holds him in his form or something. I don't fucking know.
I don't know, mate, but, you know.
Just magic.
But talking about the chain, as the actor's getting up off the ground, it looks like the chain is already wrapped around him and burning him. Because it's all done by CGI. I think the director or somebody said, right, okay, act as if the chain is around you and you're in pain.
He's done it a bit prematurely.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit.
So I put it up here anyway for you so you can see.
Oh, so he's like
struggling to get up. Instead of using his hands to get up, on his knees, and then arms like not using them. Really bad.
The other thing as well that I've got here, so then Johnny decides, so the other three have fucked off and left him, so that dirt sorted out.
Yep, he gets killed.
Dead. Dirt's having a dirt nap.
Yeah.
And then Johnny whistles his bike with no lips.
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah.
And the dog, it's like a pet dog.
Yeah.
The bite is literally like a pet dog.
Yeah, he whistles it and he comes running over. Almost like, I don't know, a horse or like you say, a dog.
Yeah, the way it looks like it's acting. I know it's a motorbike, it's not alive or something like that, but its mannerisms looks like a dog, the way it's like weaving in and out. It's like dead happy.
Like, almost like you expecting its tail to start wagging.
Yeah. And then he goes down, gives it a little bit of a pet, and then I've got to admit, it looks pretty cool the way it just transformed into a different bike. It's like done a bit of an upgrade.
Well, it's nice, but to be honest, I was thinking at the time, why a chopper? Is that I'm assuming that's the same type of bike he rides in the comic books.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
There's better bikes out there than fucking choppers.
What do you have? A Kawasaki Ninja?
I'd have like a sports bike or something, or something a bit more practical, or a venture bike or something, or even a crosser.
I'm just looking on not IMDb, on the Google Images at the moment. It is a little bit like a chopper, the actual bike he rides. Yeah, not as big handlebars.
Because it looks like something like American Chopper would have made.
Yeah,
or something. Do you know what I mean? Like
it's like that style.
Right.
So it's got shorter handlebars.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of bike you would call it. But it's not like a chopper.
I think like a trials bike or a crosser or something like that would have been better.
Yeah, a trials bike would have been well better. Especially that stunt bike.
Yeah, like a stunt trials bike, like jumping, so you could jump across shit and that.
Yeah, and the stunt bike he uses when he jumps over the helicopters and stuff.
Oh shit! Yeah.
That would have been a better one.
Yeah.
I think it's actually quite similar to that, actually.
Is it?
On the comic books, yeah, by the looks of it.
Or they just thought, fuck it, chopper him.
Yeah, just
give him a chopper.
Mix it up. There it is on the book.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah.
So it's got lower handlebars.
Yeah. Random as fuck. So he stops a mugging as well, doesn't he? Which is a bit random. So he decides, does he decide to be a superhero now or something? A vigilante or what? What is that about? Or did you notice like the little cameo? Like I think this might have been her first role.
Yeah, Rebel Wilson.
Yeah. Filmed in Australia, innit? So obviously she's just turned up. But how young does she look?
She looks weird.
She does look weird.
Don't look like her, but you know it's her at the same time.
It looks like if it was her younger cousin or something, you're like, she looks a bit like Rebel Wilson.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it is fucking Rebel Wilson.
I mean, she's lost quite a bit since, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's lost quite a bit of weight recently, I
Loads.
believe. Yeah.
She still looks weird, though.
She does look weird.
Yeah.
Thing is, I think not I don't want to be that person who like body shames and stuff like that, but I think she was funnier because she was fat.
Right, so when he stops the mugger, he gets
Yeah.
stabbed in the shoulder.
Does he?
Yeah, he gets stabbed by the mugger in the shoulder with a knife,
Right.
right? So it's hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
The next day, when he's in human form, the caretaker is stitching his shoulder up. So, here's my question. He got stabbed by a knife by a little mugger.
Yeah.
He needs stitches next day. But, however, he got crushed in between two trucks
And hung.
and he's perfectly fine.
And set on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No logic there, is there?
It really isn't. That is fucking random. And I never, to be honest, I vaguely have a vague recollection of the caretaker guy sewing him up, but I don't remember. I don't remember the mugger being the one that stabbed him.
Yeah, stabbed him in the shoulder.
You think it'd be some kind of, it'd have to be some kind of like devil weapon or magical weapon that would hurt him, not
Exactly.
just a mugger with a fucking Swiss Army knife or something. Oh yeah, that does not make sense in this whole film. That is the one thing that doesn't make sense.
Just the one thing, yeah.
just
that one thing.
If I had to pick one thing, why does he drive to the graveyard as well?
I think that's the hollowed ground, isn't it?
But why that particular graveyard where the caretaker happens to be?
Because it's the way it's written in the story.
Because it was in the script.
Yeah. I don't know, really. Do you know what I mean? It's like that's where the caretaker's hiding out, which we find out later on, so I don't want to give the spoilers away just yet.
I think it's because his bike just goes where it wants.
I think so. Like it's like a dog, isn't it? It just runs off.
I think the whole way there, he's like, where you going, you stupid fucking bike?
So Johnny actually wakes up in the morning. He's in the church, isn't he, of the graveyard?
Yeah, he's like a pisshead waking up in a graveyard.
Why is there so many cups of water?
Again, didn't notice any cups of water.
You didn't notice that?
No.
He literally wakes up after his first night of being on the piss as Ghost Rider.
Right.
There's literally 7 or 8 cups of
Piss
water.
as Ghost Rider.
He just drinks, throws a cup down, drinks another one, throws that cup down, drinks another one. And then when he's walking in the graveyard to speak to the graveyard keeper, he's got another cup of water in his hand.
Again, maybe it's just the script called for it. I don't fucking know. I think the caretaker just thought, yeah, he's had a hot night, that one. He's gonna need a drink in the morning. I'll just leave all these out. Hopefully he'll figure out that one of them is for him at least. I think like the caretaker came over and says, why is there some guy over there chewing on his shoes in his sleep?
What would have been quite funny if on the night before he was drinking ouzo. So when he starts drinking all the water, he's hammered again.
That's what happens with ouzo.
Have you ever done that? Yes, ouzo. It's the Greek drink, isn't it? It's a
I've
bit
had
like
ouzo, yeah, it's
vodka
fucking
type
horrible.
thing. But when you drink water in the morning, it reactivates the ingredients for the alcohol.
Oh, I didn't know that. I used
Yeah.
to have a little bottle of that back in the day. It was fucking horrible stuff.
I don't mind it.
I think I only ever had one sip of it and then gave up.
I don't blame you, to be honest. So Johnny speaks to the caretaker and he's just acting confused and really weird as always.
Yeah, because I think what's happened is I think that Johnny thinks he's been raped by the guy in the graveyard because he's like, last night did happen, will happen again.
True.
Like, and your bike is back to normal.
Just holding the shovel handle up like, hey, Johnny.
It's the least I could do, boy.
Lubing it up.
You came in here all flaming, all skeleton like.
The caretaker tells Johnny that he won't survive without his help, and Johnny manages to hear him muttering as he drives away on a bike.
Yeah.
You know how loud them bikes are when you're riding them.
Well, we already know that Johnny's got like the ears of a dog because he heard her earlier, didn't he, between that crowd of reporters.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Well, yeah, you know how loud it is on a bike.
And he heard the caretaker mutter 20 yards away as he's riding off.
Because as he rides off, the caretaker's like, "You're gonna die."
You're gonna die, boy.
He comes back and he's like, "The fuck did you just say?"
Rehypno.
No, I didn't.
Rehypno, chloroform, and KY jelly.
I pulled out. I promise. So he learns that he's a devil's bounty hunter, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's it. It tells him about it. A little bit of a background story.
But not once do you hear Johnny say, "So, how do you know this? I know you're the narrator from the beginning, but how do you know this?"
Yeah, good point.
That would literally be the first question. Like when he said about the bike being back to normal and all stuff like that, you'd be like, "What do you know? Tell me everything you know.
Obviously, he knows a lot more than what he's letting on to.
Tell me your secrets, Gypsy."
So, next scene, Roxanne is at the crime scene where the cars have been flipped over and the roads have been melted by Johnny Blaze the night before.
How the fuck, right, does she, as a reporter, get so close to the crime scene? I mean, literally, the detective guy walks straight past her, and there's the chalk outline like a yard from her. Like she's literally stood in the crime scene just with a microphone like that,
Yeah.
while the dead bodies are literally there and stuff.
Tampering the evidence and everything.
And yeah, she could literally reach the evidence. And like, how is she getting that close?
I don't know.
You
But
think
even when
she's
she's-
blown away there?
But it's like you see her as well doing the interview with Rebel Wilson. It's like, how are they putting that and that together?
Yeah.
Somebody got mugged underneath a bridge 2 miles away,
Yeah.
and the road is melted with a few cars that's exploded, and a
And-
death at the railway track. How are they connecting all three together?
And she's describing the assailant as having a fire that's on her head. You'd be like, yeah, so this girl's clearly on crack.
Yeah.
But yeah, how would you link them together? And yeah, why are everyone's just traipsing around the crime scene like they're just everyone's welcome. Hey, everybody, come check this shit out. This is some crazy. Have you ever seen anything like this? Hey, you there? Hey, miss with the microphone. Come have a look at this. Fucking hell.
A quick one as well. The caretaker tells Johnny in the daytime he'll be normal, but at night time he's taken over by the Ghost Rider.
Werewolf rules.
Yeah,
Was it-
werewolf rules. But
Well,
will it
that's
work the
full moon,
same
innit?
for daylight savings, or is it like is he Ghost Rider for a longer period of time in the winter?
That's a good shout, yeah. Because in the summer he has reduced hours.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's like oh shit, it's only 10:30. Go wait for the sun to disappear.
I know, right? Just in the winter he's like, oh, fucking
Here we go.
3.
It's
Like,
like,
Jesus fucking
I
Christ.
need to get home.
It's going to be a long night. Jesus. Maybe he should he'll just have to move to the southern hemisphere in the winters, in the northern hemisphere, etc., etc.
What's that? What about if he's in Alaska? Like 30 days a night?
I suppose he'd be all right during the summer in Alaska, though, because then he'd have, like, all year, like 6 months of sun.
Yeah,
So he'd be fine. Maybe he should just move from pole to pole.
that's the best way to do it, isn't it?
Just go around to the different poles.
That's how
Um,
you defeat the devil.
That is. There you go, guys. If you happen to be cursed and you're currently the Devil's Ghost Rider, you heard it here first.
Yeah,
Move
go to
to-
Alaska.
Go to Alaska in the winter.
The caretaker also tells
cetera,
us
et cetera.
a bit of a backstory into the Ghost Rider that over 150 years ago, some guy came into town making deals and taking people's souls.
Taking names.
But
Yeah.
then it doesn't really tell us much about it then until later on.
No, he
just
doesn't.
tells us that and stops.
Yeah, it's just like just telling us in little increments.
Yeah.
It's like I'll tell you a bit now, and then you come back next week. I'll give you another sentence. We'll do it that way. That way, I guarantee you'll come back and we'll be friends.
Yeah, that's a good point because he starts telling us a story about what happened
Yeah.
150 years ago. And then Johnny's back at his house being weird, pulling faces in the mirror.
Yeah, because he is.
He's like, wait a minute, I thought to tell us the whole backstory, but it's not. It's later on.
Mate, when Johnny though, right? Yeah, no, he does because he gives him a sentence and he goes, "So the Ghost Rider is the Devil's bounty hunter. Come back next week for more." And he's like, all right then.
It does.
Yeah.
It generally does do it like that.
To be continued. ... Fucking hell. And be like, how long have you been here on your own, dude?
I thought I missed it out on the notes. I was like, wait a minute, where's the rest of it? It's like, oh, no, it
No.
generally didn't happen. It's later on.
It's just a little further down. But yeah, but again, Johnny just asked no questions. He's just like, all right. Okay then. Don't suppose you got any shoes that need eating?
I've got some jelly beans.
You got any jelly beans? To be honest, I've been gone 12 hours and not had any jelly beans. And we're having withdrawals now, man. While my head was on fire. Got no jelly beans in my system.
It's like cheeseburger with jelly beans.
Hey, you got a cheeseburger, man?
I suck your dick, man,
I'll
for some
suck
jelly
your
beans.
dick.
What's that?
honest,
Now
if
Boys in the
anyone's-
Hood.
Yeah. Oh no, it's Menace to Society.
Menace Society.
Yeah.
Oh
man,
my
I got
god,
these cheeseburgers, man, and I suck your dick.
dude!
What?
Don't be a menace in the hood whilst what was it?
Don't
now?
be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yes,
Yeah.
I absolutely love that film.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I fucking love it.
The Chinese guy in the shops walks in. I'm not gonna do it. Say it, but yeah.
N-word.
N-word as he walks in. You know what? The Wayne brothers, I absolutely love them.
Oh, they're ace,
they are
aren't
good. They are really good.
Shall I wear the Tech Nines with the loafers?
That used to be one of my favourite films back in the
Oh,
day.
I used to love that film. Yeah.
Is that when they do the drive-by, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like the kid gets killed, and the woman walks up, my baby, my baby.
Oh, my
You got my baby.
My baby's been taking you whole world. Damn you, girl. Hey, my baby.
There's someone else who gets shot, just runs over it again.
Oh, I love it in there when like them guys roll up on him and he's like he opens the back of his truck and he goes, "Do we have a problem?" Got a big fucking nuke in the back. It's like the rockets going. Beep, 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 beep. Oh fucking hell! Class film.
You know what? That's probably one of the best spoofs.
Yeah, when he's like, "Dashiki, it's Swahili for doggy style."
Hurry up and buy. You hurry up and buy.
You hurry
It's in the fridge.
up and buy. Oh fucking
Let's
hell.
get back to this one.
Yeah.
So he comes across a book, and it happens to be about the devil taking people's souls.
Yeah.
Johnny then tries to take control of the possessing spirit and makes a little flame appear in his hand, doesn't it?
Just going back slightly, right? So
Yep.
do you know when she's at the crime scene,
Yeah.
interviewing, he turns up there and looks guilty as fucking anything.
Oh yeah.
He walks in and he's literally like, there's like police there like dusting, and he just manages to walk straight into the crime scene, but he's like this.
He rides through it.
Well, yeah, he does. He rides through it, and no one knows it's him yet. And even then he's like putting his head down. I'm like, do you want to look more guilty?
Oh, do you know what?
Because that's when they find the registration plate, don't they?
That makes sense now. Because the marks on the floor from Ghost Rider are all melted. But the police officer later on in the station says, "We got your tyre tracks at the scene."
Right.
It's because he rid back through the fucking crime scene in the day.
Probably. The thing is as well, right? I'm pretty sure like the people who make motorcycle tires tend to make more than one set, I don't know, make a profit.
Really? I thought it was like unique, like a fingerprint.
Well, I don't think so.
Better tell the police that, mate.
Oh,
That's their evidence anyway.
but yeah, and then they find his registration plate. But yeah, anyway, sorry. So he's looking himself in the mirror, and was his abs CGI'd? Because he looked rather ripped for like a 50-year-old balding man.
I don't think it was 50-year-old then.
I don't know.
I think he was like mid-30s in this.
What, in real life?
Yeah.
Reckon.
Yeah.
When was he born?
I don't know. Have a look.
Have a look now.
What year did it come out?
It came out in 2007.
Right. So what's that? 14 years ago? No. Was an actor and you only worked 6 months a year. And you were at the gym for another 6 months.
Not
It'd be
this
alright.
guy, because he works like 3 times a year by the looks of his movies.
Right, he's got more free time than us. We work.
Yeah, but you've seen how ripped he looks. And I mean, he's greased up as well. So they've baby oiled him up. But it just looks a little fake. It looks a little bit too perfect for a bit of Nick Cage.
Here's one for you.
Yeah, go on.
300.
Yeah,
Every single one of them people with the abs,
yeah.
I've always thought it was CGI'd. It wasn't.
What, Gerard Butler and co?
Yeah.
They all had abs?
Every single one of them were legitimately ripped.
No,
But it looks like CGI, doesn't it?
it does. I think it's just the art style of the film, that.
Yeah.
Have you seen them like people who get like implants done to make it look like they've got a 6-pack? And
Have you
it
seen
just
that
look...
guy with the arse implant?
No. Well, the guy, I've seen a guy where he's had these ab implants done, and it's just like having a fat belly, but then just on top it just looks like fucking implants. It looks fucking stupid.
Yeah, it looks really weird, doesn't it?
It does look fucking weird. The thing is, right, last time we seen them two together, she was basically saying, "You stood me up. I don't want anything to do with you. You're a fucking bell end. I hate you. I'm reinstating the restraining order. Stop chewing my shoes, etc., etc."
Stop sniffing my backseat.
Yeah. Stop following me. Stop fucking... Yeah. I can't think of anything else creepy that he probably does.
He does a lot. Sitting there with a martini glass full of jelly beans staring at me. That's just creepy.
Stop sending me jelly beans in the post. But yeah, so then randomly she just turns up at his gaff like all of a sudden. I didn't buy it. I feel like part of the film's been missed out, and like all of a sudden she's turning up like he's not been a creepy fucking idiot who just stood her up the night before.
Well, it turns out there's 2 different copies of this, isn't there?
It does appear that way because we were watching someone else's kind of review and take on it on YouTube, and I'm like, hold on, there's scenes in this that I've never seen.
Yeah.
Which was just weird.
Loads of scenes which would have made sense to a lot of the film.
Yeah, that would have filled in some of the gaps. So there must be some kind of director's cut or something out there.
It's not on Netflix anyway, that's what we could tell you.
No, it's fucking not. Anyway, so there must be, because for her to turn up just randomly, and then she's like, "Oh, Johnny, I've not seen you in years, but do you remember when you used to suck on these titties and you used to tell me anything? And I used to let you chew on my shoes, and I used to feed you jelly beans, and you used to be, oh, Roxanne, my poor daddy, he can't do no little wheelie. He can't get it up. You used to tell me anything, but, well, you can still tell me anything, Johnny." And he goes, all right then, I'm a ghost rider.
It doesn't say like that though, does it? It goes,
Well, no.
Wow, I sold my soul to the devil for some jelly beans.
Well,
I point at people quite a lot as well, so they smell my fingers. And then I get really angry at night time, and it just goes, and my head goes on fire.
Yeah. Do you remember that night you followed me to the crossroad and that guy fingered me? Well, believe it or not, that man was the devil, and he turned me magic. And last night, my head set on fire, and I went boom.
Right. So his whole body turns on fire, doesn't it? Because his hands are
Well,
like
I
on
thought
fire.
originally it was his head, but at one point you see kind of from a shot coming down his top,
Yeah.
and you can see that inside his top is all on fire as well. Like that's a question I have: is why do his clothes not set on fire?
That's what I was just about to say. He's got some good fire retardant clothes.
But even when he grabs that mugger earlier,
Mm.
he grabs hold of him and he doesn't combust.
Wasn't the mugger set on fire?
Exactly.
Does fire catches to other stuff normally?
Well, yeah, it's usually like fire sets things on fire. That's usually how it works.
Normally.
Normally, yeah, but not in this world. It must be like that cold fire.
Yeah, so after he tells
Random.
Roxanne that he's like possessed by the devil and rides off at night time with a bike that's on fire and leaves fire tracks everywhere, she's like, yeah, you're a fucking weirdo, mate, I'm off.
Yeah, she decides that this is the final straw. So not only does he choose shoes, he can't read. He jacks off the pictures of the devil. He eats jelly beans out of a martini glass. He points at every fucker and asks him to smell his finger. And he does dangerous stunts for a living. She draws the line at selling his soul to the devil so his daddy can pull a wheelie. That's so we know where her line is now anyway.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I draw the line right there.
And talk about perfect timing, because as soon as she gets in the taxi to just drive off,
Mate.
the police just happen to appear from everywhere. Literally over 200 police officers turn up, guns pointed at him. For what?
It is literally perfect timing. Exactly. For what? Riding his motorbike a little bit too loud at night.
It's really bad, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
It's like, how are they putting him as the main suspect for all the people at Black Heart's killed and his crew?
yeah, that's a good shout because all they've got him on is his registration just happened to be. How did they know his bike wasn't parked up at the side of the road and was blown up with all the other cars as they went past? Because all they found was his registration plate.
And I've got to say, right, the police detectives are shit actors.
Yeah, they are. The
Really,
fucking
really
ones.
bad. And he's actually shouting at Johnny Cage at the moment. This is when they're in the, through the interview room.
Yeah.
Starts shouting at him. Most of these corpses didn't start turning up since you came home, you son of a bitch.
Is that what he says?
Yeah. That is
Fucking
the
hell.
word for word. Most of these corpses start turning up since you came home, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, because they literally go full good cop, bad cop, but like ridiculously, like blazing.
Yeah.
Because one of them's like, I'm gonna fuck your mom and I'm gonna dig up your daddy and I'm gonna mouth fuck him. And the other one's like, I'll try not to let him do it if you just, it can just be our little secret. Come on,
Your
Nicholas.
daddy can't do a wheelie. Just face it.
Don't listen to him. He's just so mean. He's just here to antagonize you.
Generally, though, they've got no real evidence or anything.
No empty balls.
What? Because he's happened to like just go home after being on tour.
I know.
That's the only thing they've got on him.
Exactly. You'd be like, well, I wasn't even in Texas showing that first murder at the bar.
Where's his lawyer?
Exactly.
He had no lawyer.
Exactly.
The police are screaming and swearing at him. I'm sure he can't do that.
Well, if Johnny doesn't ask for one, but you'd think like, well, suppose Johnny doesn't have a brain cell, doesn't he? I mean,
True.
He's definitely not very good with contracts. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in this mess, would he? Maybe if he'd had a lawyer during that initial scene. Like, word of advice, people, if the devil or the police come to you, get a lawyer.
And when the cop tries to light the cigarette, the flame just goes sideways to burn him. The only person who let onto it was Johnny. He goes, well, that's not weird.
I know, right?
Everybody else was like not asked about it.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, fucking hell.
Really weird.
Jesus. But then they lock him up, don't they? Causing him to go full Nick Cage.
Oh, yeah. So they put him in.
He go full Nick Cage in a cage.
Yeah, put Nick Cage in a cage with other criminals. What, some reason, hate fucking stuntmen.
Yeah.
That's what I've been
What was that about?
Reason. I paid $10 to see you getting minced up by them choppers, and you made it, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I was eating my popcorn.
You went early, you bastard.
I didn't get to see you right.
I wasn't ready. And fuck you, Johnny Cage. But yeah, like you say, the way they fucking turned on him. They put him in there, and Nick's just like having jelly bean withdrawals. Just, I need my fix. And they're like, oh, if it isn't Johnny Cage.
Johnny Jellybean Cage. Please. Not Cage.
Please, sorry, not Johnny Cage.
Johnny Jellybean, please. That's why Mac keeps calling him JB. He's Jellybean. We thought it was Johnny Blaze. It's not. It's his code name. Hey, JB.
Johnny Jellybean, please.
It is.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, he's definitely having jelly bean withdrawals there.
I just started being a shower for no reason.
I know.
What the fuck?
I know. Except
Every
for that
single
one
one of them,
guy.
except for that kid.
Except for that weird kid.
There's like 10 of them.
I know.
Okay. Do you know, there's a stuntman here in that lot. He didn't die in one of his stunts that's beat the shit out of
I
him.
know. What have they done to him other than him getting in there and him just being a bit weird? Because he's like, going dark outside, I need my jelly beans. Yeah, other than that, and they're just like, you there, you look like Johnny Cage.
I mean, that's good timing, isn't it? Since he what turns into the Ghost Rider at night time.
I'm calling him Johnny Cage again.
Yeah, it's good timing, isn't it? Because he only turns into Ghost Rider at night time.
Well, yeah.
He's like,
Oh,
don't
shit.
put me in a cage yet.
I know, right?
After beating everybody up, he walks out the police station with no police stopping him or anything, except for one brave ass guy who runs out. And the first thing he does, instead of saying like freeze or anything, he just taps him on the shoulder and pistol whips him straight away.
I know, right? And he just goes,
Talk about police brutality.
I know, right? Fucking hell.
Have you ever seen a copper pistol whip somebody?
No.
Normally, like, you shoot him or use a baton.
Well,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? Not fucking pistol whipping.
Hey, you. Hey, you, skullhead.
I mean, if you seen a guy who's literally on fire walking around, you wouldn't run over and pistol whip him, would you?
No, would you fuck? I wouldn't want to go anywhere near him.
Exactly.
Oh, at the very least, I'd be going to get a fire extinguisher.
And why did it burn his hand when he turned him around?
Because obviously the fire doesn't burn anything, obviously. I mean, and then when he's in the prison cell, he steals that guy's jacket, doesn't he?
Oh,
And
he
then
gets a bit of an upgrade.
Yeah, for some reason he gets all spiky. What is with that? Why does he nick the guy's jacket? He had his own jacket. Why does he need his?
I don't know. It was really bad.
And so then he fucks off on the police, doesn't he?
But just before that, though, the
Yeah.
pet bike comes to life again, doesn't it? And like jumps over a security guard.
Yeah, from the impound lot.
The fuck is that about?
Oh, I know.
It
mean-
just jumps over the security guard and just makes its way outside the police station.
Wagging its fucking tail all the way.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird. It's weird the way they treat the bike like a fucking dog. It is
Yes.
weird.
So Edward Cullen is now at a church.
Oh,
I didn't think vampires could go in church, to be
I
honest
know.
with you.
I put that. How is he even able to go in the church?
Yeah, he's demanding a contract for the souls from the priest.
I know.
Is he
You-
just going around asking everybody? Because he's asked bloody train conductor before the yard. He's
Excuse
asked the
me,
people
sir.
at the bar,
Hey, priest.
hey, you over there, yeah? Where's my soul of 1,000 souls?
I remember the name priest though this time. I remember the name of the priest.
What?
Well, priest.
Oh, is that his name?
No, during Punisher, I was like, "What's that guy called who lives in the church?"
Oh, shit. Yeah.
It's like priest. Well, yeah.
I don't think they live in the actual church.
Well, I don't know where they live, to be honest. The vicarage,
Oh, my God.
the priest hole. But yeah, so he just goes round. He's been to the local bakery. He's been to the corner shop. He's been to the local police station. He's been to the local bar. He's been to the train station.
Yeah.
And now he's trying the church. Has anybody seen these fucking souls? Where's this contract? My dad left it here. He promised it to me. I'm trying to form a fucking band here.
It's a record deal.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's what it is. Me contract. I'm trying to get my record deal signed. My dad's hid it.
That's
Where's
it.
it gone?
And then it cuts back to Ghost Rider having a bit of a police chase through town.
Oh,
And it's literally 400 police officers. When he's on top of the bridge, it's like 400 police officers. There's a SWAT team, a helicopter.
I know. There was all the police must have been out because there was none at the police station. Because he managed to have that whole fight, like we say, and walk out.
Yeah.
Only one cop could confront him. And then all of a sudden there's 400 fucking police officers chasing him through the city.
With the SWAT team.
Yeah. And then how does he drive through water on fire,
I don't know.
And
it's
still-
weird.
be on fire?
So his bike turns into a speedboat
Yeah,
and just goes off down the river.
he does. He just jet skis the fuck out of there. And then I don't know what's more believable, right? That he can jet ski off on fire on water, or that he can ride up a building
Yeah.
chasing wind.
He does the Batman, doesn't he?
He does. He does.
Batman Begins.
He does a fucking full on Batman. Police are following him. He rides up the building, chasing the wind.
Oh, Batman Forever, actually, isn't
Batman Forever, yeah.
it? Yeah.
Fucking hell. But yeah. Have you noticed though, like wind's like, you know what, I'm just gonna go and I'll sort this guy out. And all he does is just push him over. Wind just goes over to Johnny Light and just goes, eh, pushes him off his bike, and he's like, "Oh, it's on now, windy boy."
Right, every single one of these bad guys are fucking useless. You have like a little fight. So Smog Pirate and Ghost Rider have a little fight, don't they? And literally, fuck all happens, and he just makes a vortex out the chain and kills him instantly.
He does. He's like,
Earth gets killed instantly, one punch and chain wrapped around him.
yeah,
And then even
Just-
more useless, a little later on, Aquaboy pulls him into the water, and then he just looks into his eyes and dies instantly. So what the point
they
is
are
that?
fucking useless. Because Windy Boy is on the roof of the skyscraper that Johnny's just fucking driven up, and then he goes, you can't touch me with your chain, dickhead. So Johnny starts spinning it, and he just stands there like, hold on, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's that you doing? You can't do that. And he,
I'm just going to sit in and see what happens.
yeah, I'm just gonna
Where you going with
wait.
this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait this out. Yeah,
Where are you going with this? It's looking
Yeah.
quite interesting, this little party trick
Yeah.
you're doing.
just gonna sit here and eat me jam butty. Just gonna. What are you doing with that chain? Hold on, he's pulling me towards you here. Oh, my jam butty's gone. Oh, for fuck's sake! You just wouldn't. And the only one of these idiots that could have been any use would be water.
Yeah.
You'd think fire, water.
All he had to
Fire?
do was not look into his eyes.
What? Exactly.
And he couldn't do that because he went straight to his face.
He's like, look into my eyes, not around the eyes, look into my eyes, not around the eyes, look into my eyes, and you're under.
But when he gets dragged in the water, though, he looks directly into his face. He grabs him, like, trying to strangle him. It's like, dude, get him from behind.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Don't look into his fucking eyes. You know that what kills you.
Do like the devil does. Get him from behind.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just fucking stupid. But then, how is it that he's driving up that building and it just happens to be exactly opposite where Roxanne's living?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just as she happens to turn around while I was putting something in a suitcase.
Yeah. He's like packing a bra and just goes, I'll just turn around now for no reason. Huh.
But from that distance, you won't be able to make out what it is. It just looks like a fireball going up.
You're like, what the fuck is that? You wouldn't automatically think, oh, so that's what Johnny was on about.
Yeah.
Jesus
He
Christ.
didn't mention anything about the motorbike, did he?
No. He really didn't.
Was she, just
Did
picking
he
it all
mention
out?
anything about being on fire? I'm pretty sure all he said was he sold his soul.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then all of a sudden she's like,
He said turns into like a demon or some sort of thing.
yeah, but he wasn't specific. Like saying, I turn into this monstrous motherfucker.
And ride up buildings.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't in the list of things he said he could do.
No.
But anyway, so then he decides to jump down from the building, doesn't he? He rides down from the building and then...
She
and
got
then-
there quick as well, didn't she?
Yeah. And then Roxanne just suddenly gets down dead quick. And then all the police are there pointing guns at him. And then again, she just manages to walk straight into the crime scene, straight in front of all the police
firing
officers
squad.
pointing the guns right towards him. None of them bat an eyelid or say, excuse me, love, you might not want to get too close. In case you haven't noticed, that guy's on fire.
Yeah. And then while she's literally stood in front of everybody with guns,
Yeah.
the firing squad open up and release like a full clippers into him.
I know. Is she invisible to the police?
I think so.
Because all the way through this, she walks through crime scenes. Do you know what? I'm starting to think she's just a figment of his imagination.
Yeah.
I don't think this woman actually exists.
That makes sense as well later.
That would make sense. Imaginary friend.
He wouldn't surprise me.
In fact, it does make sense because his dad had to go at him in the beginning for showing off for no fucking reason, but he's doing it for her.
Maybe the dad, like you say, if he's the only one who could see her, he's looking at dad thinking, why are you putting wheelies? Who are you trying to impress? There's nobody there.
Well, exactly. Exactly. And then at the tree, he's probably just goes there for a wank. So he's got a wanking tree, and his dad's like, oh, he's gone to the wanking tree again.
Yeah.
And then, so he never actually leaves her. And then later on, when they're at the stadium, the reporters all go quiet because he just suddenly turns, looks down the corridor and starts talking to himself. And then he starts interviewing himself. And that producer woman's kind of stood there looking like, what the fuck? Because she has the look of, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, yeah.
And then,
He never turned up to the date because
No.
there was no date.
yeah, because the date never existed. She doesn't exist. She's invisible.
Oh my God.
She's his imaginary friend.
Is this like a plot twist of the film? Of
I
what
think so.
nobody else knew except for us.
It must be.
You got to break down the film scene by scene to figure it out.
Yeah. Maybe the jelly beans have something to do with it as well.
Yeah, hallucinogenics. It's got a bit of DMT in them jelly beans.
Must have. But she's the cause of it.
Yeah.
Everything. And also, she's invisible because the police, like I said, the police never see her. I mean, either that or the police just don't give two fucks.
A bit of both. It's very a bit of both, mate. Actually, do you know what's all right? Guns are normally quite loud, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now, if you're shoulder to shoulder with somebody else and everybody's firing a gun, wouldn't one of them be like, ow, my ears?
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, fucking hell. Firing a gun right next to your ear.
Stop firing a fucking shotgun off next to me.
I know.
But, you know, hey, it's Hollywood.
You'd think that. But then, because he kind of gets all like, he jizzes in his pants when he sees her, basically. I can't think of another word to word it. So now Deadbeat knows his weakness.
Yeah. and
What's
then
his name?
He drives
Dave
off.
Cullen.
What?
What's his name? Dave Cullen.
Blackheart.
Blackheart. So Blackheart knows his weakness.
You've called him about 20 different names.
I know. So Blackheart. So Blackheart now all of a sudden now knows his weakness.
Yeah.
And it's like, you silly goose. You don't. They do all do this in the film. If you got people after you, don't go visit your missus.
No.
If she comes over to you, go away. You'd be like, Roxanne, go away. I mean, whoever you are, go away.
You wouldn't walk slow motion towards them.
No,
get
you
shot
wouldn't.
and just piss off.
No, you wouldn't be like, look at me, Roxanne, I'm all ghosty. I've come a long way from chewing on shoes in the circus. I'm all ghosty now.
I'm on jelly beans.
Yeah. I'm on jelly beans.
But to be honest with you, no wonder the police find him so easy. Because everywhere he drives around, there's a big fire trail.
No.
Like 3 miles long.
I know. Follow the trail, boys. I mean, they've got helicopters kicking about because he fucking throws one, doesn't he, at one point?
But he's got a bit of a gas leak.
Must have.
It's not his tyres what are doing it. He's got like a leak in the oil or something. Like petrol.
Oh, he must have.
So then,
must have.
Odd Job Johnny
Fucking hell.
tells the caretaker that everybody knows who he is because it's all over the TV, supposedly.
Oh, yeah, because he goes back to the caretaker for his next sentence, doesn't
Yeah, to finish the story.
he? Yeah. A week later.
The caretaker carries on his story and tells us that Carter Slade once was a Texas Ranger, but got greedy and was about to be hung for eating too much. He then made a deal with the devil and became a ghost rider on a horse.
Did you just say he was going to be hung for eating too much?
Yeah, because he said he was getting hung for being greedy.
He
didn't actually go into any of the backstory of what happened. He got greedy of what? Was there too many women? Was there too much gold? Was he trying to take over too much? No, he just said he was greedy.
Oh, so yeah, so he obviously, he was treating the town like his own personal buffet.
I think so, yeah. The way
Yeah,
he explained it, that's what I
He
got.
He was taking more than his fair share of food. Fair enough. Then
Yeah.
the fucker deserved to be hung then.
That's it. So he made a deal with the devil to get some jelly beans.
Yeah. And then he points out the obvious. He goes, you know what, Johnny? You know they're probably going to go after Roxanne, right? And Johnny's like, what? And they're like, yeah, you know, like when you stood in front of the police and you went, you all right, Roxanne? And what are you doing here? And like, did you not see that Deadbeat was over there watching you? Then they're probably going to go after her now. And he's like, all right, shit. Oh,
Penny
for fuck's sake.
took a while to drop, didn't it?
The penny did take a while to drop, yeah. He was kind of like, who's Roxanne? Oh, Roxanne. Oh, her. You can see her.
So Roxanne breaks into Johnny's place again for the 3rd time now.
Yeah, but you'd think the police would be watching his gaff.
Oh, yeah.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, what, the most wanted criminal mastermind of the bloody
In
last
Australia.
century. He's just
Every
killed
sector.
everybody.
Eh?
The one who's just killed like 15 people in a jail cell.
Yeah. The one who's just like fucking burst his head into flame, tutted in a cop, and drove up a building.
Just, left his apartment in pristine condition
Yeah.
and lets Mac just wander around.
I know. Nick his jelly beans.
So Mac tells her to piss off, but Roxanne tells Mac that she loves Johnny for some reason. She likes the
Exactly.
weird ones.
What's the fuck's that about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Roxanne meets the manager and goes through the books, and they're like, and the manager says, Mac goes, "Hey Roxanne, have you seen these jizz mags that he's been
A bit of snuff porn.
wanking over?" And she goes, "But these are books." And he's like, "Yeah." And he goes, but Johnny can't read. And it's like, yeah,
It's got pictures.
yeah, it's got pictures. If you notice, they're all picture books. Why is this one stuck together?
And then Johnny, for some reason, turns up at a co-worker's place.
Yeah.
So, hey, have you seen Roxanne? No, I work with her.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock at night. What are you doing here? Piss
I
off.
know. Yeah, dude, it's Sunday.
That's it. Then Roxanne now throws up in her mouth when she starts reading Johnny's snuff porn collection.
Yeah.
She's like,
oh my God. He jizzed over this.
Matt gets sucked off by Blackheart,
Yes.
and then he date rapes Roxanne.
Yes.
Blackheart and Johnny Blaze have a little bit of a fight, but his death stare won't work because Blackheart doesn't have a soul.
Yeah. Who'd have thought?
Twist.
You think the thing that got me on this scene was that Johnny arrives home.
Yep.
and he sees Mac dead on the floor, and he's just like, all right then. He doesn't give two fucks. He's like, gives him a kick or something. He's going, Mac, you awake?
You don't even take him on.
No, he's like, oh, he's dead. Oh shit. That guy owed me 20 quid.
Yeah, I've got to get a job out now, Indeed.
I know,
Indeed
right?
manager.
Like, fuck's sake. Who's going to tell me I'm fucking shit and should do everything every time I'm going to do a stunt? He had Mac, his manager, basically constantly telling him, you know you don't have to do this, right? You know this is a bad idea, right? You know you shouldn't do it. You know this job that you do that makes us loads of money, you shouldn't do it. I don't think you can do this. And it's like, way to be supportive, dude. I mean,
Yeah, motivational coach of the year.
I know, right? I'm not surprised then when Johnny comes home and sees him dead and he's like,
I can do what I want now.
yeah. Fuck you, Mac.
So Blackheart tells Johnny to get the contract from the caretaker or he would kill Roxanne.
Yeah.
But she's having a bloody paralytic fit on the floor.
He's having jelly bean withdrawals.
Yeah, does he sort her out or something? Because he nurses her back to health, doesn't he? And takes her back to where he lives.
Must do. Puts her on the teat.
Yeah. She's fine later.
Yeah. To be fair, though, I'd just be like, nah, take the bird. I'm like, he's been back in my life like 10 minutes.
Yeah, literally.
I
Been
think
20
that's the
odd
only
years
bird
about
he's
her.
banged. I think that's what it is.
I don't think he even banged it.
You know?
Nah.
Not even when they were young. They were going to run away together. She had her bags packed and everything.
I know, but yeah, he's not, he's not.
Got a penis.
No, he's not smart enough for anything.
Wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Just
Used
to eat his shoes.
He's got too much of a jelly bean obsession, hasn't he?
Mate, we painted a pretty bad picture of this guy. Poor Johnny Cage.
If they watch
plays-
it, right, they would agree he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Be
It's
like,
not us doing it,
yeah.
it's the bloody director and the writer and Cage.
Oh, no.
So Johnny gets a contractor from caretaker.
How
Who-
easy does he get that contract? I mean, all he has to do is ask him nicely.
I put that in my notes, mate. He hands it straight over.
Yeah. And he's met him twice. And then he's going, don't suppose you've got that contract, have you? And he goes, happened to have you? Why? It's like, oh, well,
He didn't even ask him. He says, well, I'm going to dig it up myself. And he goes, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you can have it.
yeah. It's,
What?
yeah. What, this thing? Yeah, you can have it, yeah.
Happens to be in a spade handle.
I know. Oh, it is, yeah. Yeah, it's a fucking spade handle, yeah. I mean, I honestly don't believe that after 200 years or whatever, that he would just hand it over. Oh, yeah, so we get the reveal now that he's...
The original Ghost Rider.
Dun, dun, dun.
Carter Slade.
The worst fucking reveal in the world.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's like, duh.
This whole thing is just so pointless, though. He sets his horse on fire, manages to keep up with a motorbike as they ride off on fire, both of them,
Oh,
to go and join forces, with air quotes,
yeah.
to fight against Blackheart. But then what happens as soon as they get there? He fucks off.
Yeah. He says, I only had one last ride in me. It's like, oh, I didn't realize you literally meant a ride. I thought you meant like, you were going to help me.
What, is there a countdown for like how many times they can actually do it?
I think so, because he says I only had one more left in me.
And I'm saving it for this special purpose.
It's fucking stupid. He literally, I'd
It's
just be like,
pointless.
just, you may as well have just stayed at the graveyard.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And it's like,
And
it's
all
like,
he does is give him a gun.
it's another one of these things in the film where they're like, right, we're approaching an hour and a half now. We need to wrap this shit up. Well, what are you going to do, caretaker? Well, to be honest, I've got to get home for me tea, so I'll come on the ride with him, but then I'll just leave him to it. Do you know what I mean? I'll show him where to go. So they just ride through the desert and they go, see that village over there? Yeah. You just want to go there. Right, I'm off now.
That is all that happened. He didn't fight or anything.
He didn't do fuck all. Like you say, he gives him a gun. He says, yeah, you may as well have this because I'm going to go die now.
Yeah, he was chatting a bit of spiel as well, but I didn't really listen to what he was saying, to be
No,
honest.
but at this point, I was like, hold on. You're not even going to help him fight. You just ghost ride it out.
Yeah.
What a waste.
Then Aquaboy kills himself by trying to take on the Ghost Rider.
Yeah, what we spoke about before.
Yeah.
He eye fucked him.
Johnny carries on riding around until he finds Ed's brother. They have a bit of an intense stare down between Blackheart and Johnny.
Yeah.
Little fight breaks out. Johnny throws flaming snowballs at the back of Blackheart, but now the sun's coming up, so he starts to lose his powers as the Ghost Rider. Blackheart reads the script, and all the souls start flying back into Blackheart and changes his name to Legion. As there are many.
My name is Legion, for we are many. Oh, yeah. Is that your band name now?
The Legionnaires.
It must be because all these other band members are dead. So he's like, you know what? I'll just get these guys.
I've gone solo.
We are Legion. he's gone solo.
Yeah, he's done a Harry Styles.
Yeah. I am now Legion.
I don't need you anymore.
And then he just slowly walks towards Johnny.
Literally, honestly, it's really weird. And as it's about to go towards Johnny, who's now in human form, Roxanne starts blasting him with a shotgun. She has no kickback or anything. No, she's shooting.
No. Shoots him with the ghost gun is what I put.
And then throws it to Johnny, who turns it into a more powerful gun to shoot Legion. But how does that work? She used up all the shells when she was shooting him because it was like click, click, it's not shooting again. He says, give it to me. And then it transforms into a different type of gun. But yeah, it's got ammunition now.
Magically reloads in the shadows. It's weird. He literally, the sun's come up, but he just puts it into the shadow and all of a sudden it turns into Ghost Gun again.
But it doesn't work like that. The whole Ghost Rider thing, it turns into Ghost Rider at night, not when he's in the shadow. If it's inside a house, what does it just turn into it when it's daytime?
Maybe. If they close the curtains, he just... Fuck knows. At least he never needs to put a light every night. Yeah. At least he never has to put a light on, though.
It's stupid. It doesn't make sense.
And then he soul eyes him. Yeah, I fucks him, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, because now he's got souls, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah. Oh, let me have a look.
So it works.
You got a few souls in there. I'm going to fuck him up. To be honest, at this point, I just lost interest in the film.
I did as well, to be honest.
All I thought
it just went stupid.
He gets eye fucked. The end.
It just went more and more stupid towards the end. It's just like, what the hell is going on here with this now?
So he eye fucks fucking Dave Cummins, Cullen. What did they call it? Deadbeat. Deadeye. What's his name?
Blackheart. Where'd you get Deadbeat from?
I don't know.
Deadbeat, Deadheart, Cullen.
I don't know. It just reminds me of you remember the first podcast when I could just never get anyone's name? Yeah. I've reverted back to that just because I don't care. So where were we? Damien eats the souls. He becomes Legion. He slowly walks towards Johnny. He gets shot with the ghost gun, and then he gets eye fucked.
Pretty much, yeah. And then Roxanne starts getting a bit wet, seeing Johnny in a Ghost Rider form.
Yeah. And then the devil comes back to take back his power.
Yep.
And then he goes, nah. Like
I put that a bit. I said, Johnny's like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to keep the powers, thanks.
How does he have a choice?
The devil give him the powers. I'm sure if he hits the staff on the ground, he's going to remove the powers.
I know, and the devil's like, oh, all right then.
Because why? Because he rides off again. He's gives someone with a fucking vehicle.
I know.
Johnny's like, I fell for this the first time round. I give the guy a horse. Why didn't I learn my lesson the second time? I give him a motorbike this time. He's just fucked off now with the powers. I can't get him back.
I know. The next one will be a plane. Or does it have to be a land vehicle?
Oh, yeah. Helicopter.
Jesus Christ. But no, it's just... What? So first of all, the devil lets the first Ghost Rider just fuck off on him with his souls. Just because he can't be arsed chasing him.
Yeah.
And then the second one, he goes, yeah, I'll take your powers back now. And he's just like, no. But how does Johnny know that the devil's just going to go, you've not got a fucking choice, dude. Powers.
Yeah. Exactly. That's how easy it is.
I know.
Literally, that is how easy it is.
Dude, you're the fucking devil. Grow up here.
Unless he's got a finger bang him.
Maybe.
So that's how we got the powers in the first place.
Maybe. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, dude, you're the devil.
Yeah, he's like, no, you can't catch me.
It's like the weakest supernatural person in this whole film so far has been the devil.
Yeah. The Lord of Darkness.
He doesn't do fuck all.
Johnny then goes full Forrest Gump mode whilst he's talking to Roxanne, and he quotes his daddy. My daddy once said, if you tug a bull long enough, you would get milk.
Is that what he says?
No.
I was going to say, I don't remember that. That's not good advice.
It's not just cows that give you milk. If you tug a bull long enough, you get milk too.
Yeah. And you might even pull a wheelie.
And then they walk off to a nearby meadow that happens to be the tree from the start.
Oh, yeah, they go back to the fucking wanking tree.
So what? Is that little village where Blackheart's been hiding out is where Circus was at the start?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I've lost track of where we are. 1 minute we're in Australia, then we're in Texas, then we're at the wank tree.
Yeah. Then Johnny rides off in the sunset, leaving Roxanne behind again.
Again. I'm just gonna drop you off here again, love.
It just fucks off.
Can I have your shoes?
She's like, I'm not getting a lift back to town. I'll see you in 20 years.
She's like, oh, Johnny, if you remember, this is where we used to... Hold on. Johnny, where you go? This is where we carved our name. Johnny, get your ass back here, boy.
Oh, shit.
But
And then...
that's the end. I didn't even stick around to see if there was a post-credit scene. I'm assuming there wasn't.
I fast-forwarded for it, isn't it? Right, yeah.
But my God, what a film. What a weird film.
It was great.
Do you think it would have been... Do you think it would have been better if Nick Cage wasn't in it?
Who do you think could have played the better? Van Damme?
I don't know.
Doing
No.
the splits and high kicks.
Yeah. A few splits in there might have been a good shout. But no, to be honest, I have no idea. Who would you have play it?
John Malkovich.
John Malkovich. That's Ghost Rider.
I think it would be quite good.
Shut up. Tom Cruise, miniature Ghost Rider.
5'2".
Yeah. Fucking
His little high heels on.
needs a boost to get on the bike.
Pat Schwarzenegger.
Fucking hell. Imagine that. Mr. Devilman, come back here, Earthwater.
That's alone.
Hey.
I thought actually,
Hey,
who could have
Pete.
played it good that year? 2007. Who was big?
Ben Affleck. Matt Damon. I don't know.
Matt Damon wouldn't be too bad.
Hmm.
Let's get on to the click quiz results.
Yeah, go on.
I got your package. Those pink coconut things have made me quite popular. Met a guy just the other day, Baby-O. He sure does love him.
So it turns out that Baby O's been giving KG a little bit of a... What film's that?
Connor,
On air, that is
you
right.
can tell because of the Southern draw.
No, it's the same.
It's not. I'm not getting into this again, but yeah, it's different. Yeah, well done if you got that right. Give yourself a round of applause. You deserve a pat on your back. So yeah, I think that was quite an easy one to be fair. I definitely knew it.
It was. Like you
Yeah.
say, the accent.
So should we get on to the awards, Mr.
Ooh,
Darren?
The awards. We've got several different awards now. If you want to play along with us, let us know down below in comments or contact us on.
6andbelowpodcast@gmail.com.
And the awards we are giving out is the best actor, worst
Yes.
actor, best character, worst character, Hot Baby Award, and 3 things you liked about the film, along with your personal score out of 10.
We're doing Hot Babe,
May as well. Best actor award.
also known as King Kong.
Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go on, walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
That is right.
That's it. Bit of Denzel. King
Denzel.
Kong Award. Or who's your King Kong?
I've gone for Young Blaze.
Have you?
Yeah,
You like him, yeah.
I thought he was all right. He
Yeah,
played it
best
quite
actor.
well.
I've gone for Sam Elliott. I know he's only in it for a little bit, but the caretaker
Yeah, he was okay as well.
and the narrator.
Yeah.
I like Sam Elliott. He's got a really good voice.
Good for narrating, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Really good. Do that in the future with more films.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, the
Worst.
Golden Seagull.
worst actor.
Yes.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
This is the Golden Seagull Award,
Golden
Right here.
Seagull.
crafted by 6 and Below Movie Podcast. Seagull. It's on a golden trophy, if you can't see it.
Like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Where's his balls gone?
I don't know. In a cup, hidden away like a turtle head.
Hidden away.
Okay, worst actor.
We go first.
You first.
Let me go first.
Yeah, if you want.
Wes Bentley, Blackheart.
Yeah, he was pretty bad.
Fucking terrible, mate.
Like I say, he was high half of the time.
Yeah, you can tell. I couldn't tell. Is he a vampire? Is he a demon? What is he? I'm going to guess yours.
Yeah.
Going to be one of the coppers.
No?
No.
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 One of the band members.
No.
Oh. Surprising me. Go on.
Guys in a jail cell.
Oh, right.
Particularly the one with the cap who like bent down looking at him and stuff.
Oh, fucking hell.
Well, one guy here. Is this a stunt guy rider? Let's beat him up.
Yeah, I suppose. I can't really remember them. But yeah, no, I know they were pretty shit. Just the whole fact of why they were kind of digging into him.
But worth a mention, Nick Cage.
Really?
Come on. Overacting all through it.
He Nick Caged it?
No, you know what I mean? He's not got the award. That's
No.
one of the little
You can't
prisoners.
give him the eagle.
No. Best character.
Go on, you go first.
Caretaker.
Yeah?
Mm.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one, to be honest. He was good.
You've not got anything written down, have you?
I've not, no.
Worst character.
Worst character. Death Heart.
Blackheart.
Yeah, Blackheart. Whatever his name was. Edward Cullen's brother. Brian Cullen.
I've gone for Aquaboy.
Aquaboy.
It's just pointless. He just dies straight away in his fight.
Yeah.
He literally kills himself because he gets him underneath the water. He's winning the fight, and what's he do? He strangles him underneath the water, looking at him.
I was going to ask you as well who would be your worst out of the band members. But yeah, I suppose you just answered that. Mine would probably be Wind.
Yeah, he was a big shit as well.
Yeah.
Go ruin, really, weren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, you got Samboy who's overacted and got it wrong timing, getting strangled by the bloody chain.
Then you've got Wind who sat there eating his jam butties while he spun his chain round and got sucked into what? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you've got Waterboy.
Who literally goes nose to nose, like doing a nose kiss.
Eskimo kisses him. Just fucking.
What's the one way you can be killed by him, Waterboy? Looking into his eyes. Right, okay, do you know what you need to do? Stay away from his eyes. What does he do? Eskimo kisses him.
That's the thing. You're literally water, dude. You are literally the enemy of fire. And yet...
You couldn't do that right.
And literally 2 minutes you were done. Not even 2 minutes. I mean, I've lasted longer in bed than that.
Okay, Hot Babe Award.
Hot Babe Award. The young one.
I was
young
tossing
Roxanne.
and turning between them two. It was close with either. Or the younger one. But yeah, I think the younger one probably.
The younger one was like a fitter version of Eva. Eva, like I said at the beginning, she's got one of them. She looks like, it's like, is she fit or isn't she? You can't tell.
She's pretty, but yeah, she's not.
You can't tell if it's the hair or the body or what, but the face is kind of like doing things that you just can't pinpoint. As mad as that sounds.
That younger one is older than us.
Is she?
Yeah. She's like 43 or something.
Thank God for that.
So at the time,
yeah,
she would have been about 27 or something shit.
She was fit though.
She was all right, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was only 2 women in the film, weren't there?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah.
So you had the younger version or the older version. I'd take the younger version, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, 3 things you liked about it.
Go on, you go first.
No, you go first.
You go first.
You go first.
You go first.
I want to see what your prep is.
I've literally got nothing written down. So 3 things I liked. Okay.
Short and sweet.
I like the CGI of the actual skull and stuff. Considering it was 2007, I thought they pulled it off quite well.
On certain scenes.
Yeah.
Some scenes it looked really, really bad. Then some scenes it looked good.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I like the caginess of it.
Yeah.
The way he caged out a few times, it was just a bit like, oh, here we go. He's doing it again. Just watch him. Whenever you watch a Nicolas Cage film, just watch his face. There'll always be a scene when he does that mad fucking weird look, overacting shit. Yeah. Just look out for it. So the bit where he caged out.
Yeah.
Well, he did it twice, didn't he?
Yeah.
What else? I liked.
Jelly beans.
Yeah. I don't know. I like this. I was going to say the stunts, but they were just CGI.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of some good bits in the film now.
See, I like the first scene where he's doing the truck jump.
Yeah.
I quite like the way they transformed it. No, transitioned.
Yeah.
Quite good transition from one bit to the other, and then jumping
So,
in
yeah,
trucks.
I'll have that one. Yeah.
I thought it was all right.
Yeah, that could be my number for it.
Quite like the effects, like you say, a little bit of the
They were good
Ghost Rider and whatnot.
considering 2007. I don't think they were that bad, especially on him. Some of the effects on Damien on Blackheart,
Really bad.
like when he'd go to his kind of it transition to kind of his what would you say, like his vampire face. He'd do that every now and then. It just looked fake.
Kind of reminded me of The Nightmare Before Christmas
Yeah,
with these stitches on the
like
guy.
Jack Skellington or whatever his
Yeah.
name is. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Kind of
In
like
fact,
that.
that's the first thing I like. The devil. I like the devil guy. I thought he played it quite well.
Nah, shit.
Nah, he was all right.
My third one
Yeah.
was Nick Cage overacting on the first transformation.
Yeah, Cage, Yeah.
He went all in.
You can't beat a bit of Cage,
Out of 10,
You know what? I'd probably give it a 6.
I put 5.4.
Have you?
Yeah, 5.4. And the next bit is our Wall of Fame. 3 different categories. One to skip, worth a watch, and must see.
I'd say it's pretty middle of the road, to be honest.
Mm.
I'd probably say it's worth a watch.
I would as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it credit where credit's due. We shitted on it where it needed shitted on. There was a lot of that. A lot of weirdness. Really
Yeah.
weirdness. But overall, it was entertaining to a degree.
Yeah, it was entertaining. It was. In good conscience, I couldn't put it in one to skip. I couldn't. And it's definitely not must see. So yeah, it's worth a watch. It just give it a watch just the one time. I think it's definitely worth it.
Yeah,
It's exactly what the category says. It's worth a watch.
just don't take it too serious.
No, just watch it and just treat it as a comedy. Just watch out for the jelly beans. Just see if you can figure out whether she's invisible, and the dad just can't pull a wheelie. And and just watch out for the caginess of it.
And that pretty much
Sums it up, yeah.
concludes the whole podcast.
But please do let us know, where would you put it? One to skip, worth a watch, must see. If you agree with us, let us know. 6andbelowpodcast@gmail.com. Or you can leave a comment, subscribe. If you made it to the end this far, you're one of the good ones.
Thank you.
Please do tell your nan.
And we are looking at trying to set up a Discord server as well. So if anybody wants to join Discord, we'll update you on future podcasts as well for it. So then you can let us know what films you want to recommend. Also, our full list will be on there as well. Same for Patreon.
And Darren promises that he'll always be on there chatting to people and that, so you can speak to Darren anytime you want, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Eh? Not this guy though.
No, I won't be there. No. Trust me, you don't want to engage in conversation with me. But yeah, join us next week though. We're doing a hot chick.
Hot chick.
We're doing Rob Schneider is a carrot.
You carrot?
We're doing our first Rob Schneider film, so join us for that. Bit of hot chickiness. And that'll be episode 29. If you want a good laugh though, if this is your first one, go and watch Punisher from a couple of weeks back.
We are very drunk.
Very, 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 very drunk. And when we say we, mainly me.
Yes.
Darren manages to keep his composure through most of it.
Oh, I slur a lot.
Oh yeah, he's very much like this.
Be like tonight and every night.
Yeah, but yeah, I got a little bit silly.
Yeah.
But no, anyway, so join us next week for Hot Chick. And so yeah, thank you for joining us. I've been Eric.
I've been Darren. And this is 6 and Below Movie Podcast.
Okay, guys.
Bye for now.